Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We're back live, man. Friday night debate show. We're here, man. It's been a minute since we had one of these debate shows, but we're here, man, and we got a lot to discuss. So you know the score. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and yeah, man, let's get it cracking, man. Big up to man like MFC MB, man. Big up to you, man. Listen. We're waiting on you. We're waiting on you, bro. As soon as we hear the breaking news, bro, that's when we're gonna know, man. So as long as you keep us updated, bro, we'll give you the content, man. But shout out to MUFC MPB, should I say? Big up to you, bro. Ash, man, how you surviving, man? Stormy weather, mate. Listen, that wind in the UK is mad right now, bro. You see that guy where the brick it nearly landed on his head, but he literally was that second just behind. I was like, you know, yeah, it was on TikTok today, man. I was like, jeez, man. Had he just literally been 1 second? Nah, man, it's crazy out here, man. But what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm all good. Appreciate you having us on, as always, Said. Yeah, I was out with a kid with the kite today. I thought I'd take advantage of it, do you know what I mean? And very rarely, that's how bad it was, do you know what I mean? Got the kite out, so yeah, I'm having fun there with the kids and that. But yeah, nice weather. It's weather just mad this year, isn't it, in England? You know, anyone local knows. But yeah, excited to talk about United, what's potentially happening, transfer market, and the madness that was yesterday at Rangers. United Rangers, yeah, that, you know, I'll tell you about that. But that's madness. But yeah, appreciate you having us on.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up to you, man. Coop Baller, what you saying, bro? Everything good?
Yeah, man. Good, man. We've got to get into this transfer talk, man. Transfer talk, obviously. United, you know, Amorim, he knows he needs someone to come in and his system. He needs to start bringing his players. He can't miss on this window. So yeah, just want to see what actually happens. Obviously, the news about Garnacho as well. That's not going to go to sleep. You know, that's not going to go to sleep at all. So let's see what happens, then. Let's see what happens, then. Bless everyone on the live and make sure you like the live. Number one,
yeah,
like
man,
live, guys.
Absolutely. Tell me, what are you saying, bro? Everything blessed, man.
Everything's blessed, bro. Everything's blessed. Everyone, make sure to hit the like button. You already know what to do. You feel me? I'm very excited to talk about the transfer news, bro. It's warming up. I mean, the window's almost over, but it's looking like we're going to get at least 1 or 2 deals done. So
yeah,
it's be interested to see what happens. Let's be interested to see what happens, man.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Let's talk about the main one that's been the main headline, and that is Dorgu. Everybody knows about this kid from Lecce. You know what I mean? I want to pronounce that right because I keep saying Leece. But Lecce, Manchester United, Lecce board insist on 40 million euro package for Patrick Dorgu to Man United, or he won't be allowed to leave in January. The Italian club hope to keep the player until the summer unless valuation is met. Man United's second approach, not enough to get it done so far. So Man United have submitted a bid of 30 million euros, which would be 25 million British pounds. They want an extra 5 million, and they want it to be 40 million euros, which would be 31 million pounds. So around about 5 million is the difference, man. Listen, I've voiced my opinion on Twitter. I said, listen, man, it's late in the transfer window. Under normal circumstances, if we were to start at a window, say this is like June, you know, and the window don't close till August, I'm like, take your time, relax, no rush, etc., etc., or move on to other targets. Guys, we're 13th, yeah? We are in desperate need of fullbacks or wingbacks. We don't really have any other option. People are saying Alvaro Fernandez. What if Alvaro Fernandez don't want to come back because we pushed him out and he's found his home at Benfica? We don't know yet. This brother is there. He wants to come to Man United. He is a Man United scout, which is good news because United scouts always do well. He's also manager approved. The manager's approved of it. He can play multiple positions. Right wing back, left wing back, right 10 if you need to, left 10 if you need to in the system. There is so many positions for this player. I don't know much of him, but you know what? I'm willing to gamble because I think we need, and not even I think, I know we need this sort of player at Man United right now, bro. So end of the day, it's like you don't get Dorgu and we mess around for 5 million, or we get him and then we take it on the chin. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Right? We have done this late. Ineos have done this late. You know, it's not you fans. We need a body in this team. We need someone in this team. So people can say, is it worth 40 million euros? But it is what it is, guys. Am I bugging? I want to hear the panel. Shout out to Temi first. Temi, what are you saying, bro? Do you think we should do it? Should we back out? What are you saying?
Yeah, I think we should do the deal. I definitely think we should do the deal. Is it overpriced? Yes.
Yeah.
It's definitely overpriced, but I don't think it's overpriced. We're not talking 70, 80 million here. We're talking 34. We're talking 30, 40. So I'm willing to overpay when it's only that amount. It's not, we're not getting into the 50s, 60s. So and the profile of the player, we need that profile of player so badly. And he's versatile. Like for me, when you're signing a player and you're saying, oh, this person's expensive, right? And I hear that. But if this person can play multiple positions and fill out the rock, like you're covering multiple positions. You feel me? He can play left wing back. He can play right wing back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a very valuable thing. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have that. We just don't have that. Listen, Dalot, he's dying out there at left wing back. Let's just be real. He is dying out there. Mazraoui, again, another one. Very, very good player. Very good player. But again, he's not fitting the role. He's just not fitting the role. And I thought he would. I really thought he would, but he's just not fitting the role. That role clearly requires an element of pace, an element of progression, right? You need to have a wing back who's willing to get forward. And both of those players they're right back. They're right backs. That's what they are. Like, let's just keep it up. They're both right backs playing, filling positions that just don't fit. So yeah, he's 20 years old. He's of the right profile. I'm not going to sit here and act like I've watched a bunch of Lecce games. I have not, but in the very little I've seen, I think one of my favorite qualities is close control. To have that level of close control with that pace at 20 years old is impressive. So I think the deal will get done. I think this will be the only signing we make. I think we'll see some outgoings, but I think that'll be the one signing we make. And if Malacia gets fit, Shaw gets fit, and then we have this kid, then we have more legitimate options in that position. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but I think the deal will get done.
Yeah, as well, exactly. Lecce have asked for this the whole time. So it's not something we haven't known. You know what I mean? And people can say, yeah, it's negotiations, you know what I mean, and whatnot, but they've asked for this. They've been paramount. So if you've wasted your time all this time, yeah. So why are you acting like, oh, we're getting, in terms of fleeced? We're not being fleeced. They've asked for this amount. We have to pay for it. It is what it is. And listen, Gareth, you said, my man, what's the kid called? The one that you said before there? I forgot the name. Harry Hamas is not ready. It's not ready, man. It's not ready. And I don't think it suits what Amra's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I look at this player. I don't know much of him. I've not watched a lot of him. But if he's the right profile, the manager's approved on him, who are we as fans to say, you know what, man, it's too much or it's do this? You know what I mean? 1 minute it's back the manager and we need to get him what he wants. Another minute it's well overpaying. Another minute it's this. It's the 24th of January, man. We're not talking about the 1st of January, 2nd of January. He has all the attributes, but because we are paying a little bit more, we're going to say no to this deal. I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. And that's my problem for me, is that we are going to be missing out on a signing. Seriously, we're not doing this, man. We need a left wing back. It's so paramount.
I don't think we're missing out. I don't think we're going to, this is going to get done. Once it gets to this certain stage, we're putting in bids. You feel me? We're probably going to get it over the line. I'm really not too fussed. And the fans who are worried about the price, again, I'm going to repeat this. This is not Hoyland. You feel me? This is not 70 million pounds for a kid who scored 9 goals. This is not anything like that. You know what I'm saying? This kid, yes, Lecce is not a good football team, but he's a standout in that team. Very evident, evident, he's not supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? And these are the deals where if he just the system, in my opinion, is working. The issue is the profile of players we have.
Facts.
Like yesterday, if we just look at Malacia, just putting Malacia at left wing back just made things work better. Just made things work better. And listen, I like Malacia. I don't think he's some top player, but if we're saying we can get a much better version of that at left wing back, come on. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here?
Facts. A couple of super chats are coming through. Mr. T says, run me my 60 million for Nkunku, brother, soon come. Pay whatever for Anthony now. Everton, I wants him, back him. No, but the problem is, though, this is a scouting, you know what I mean? And when United scout here, they barely, they have a lot of hits, you know what I mean? And whatnot. We've seen it with Duran, so many players now that United have been scouted with, you know what I mean? And we haven't gone in for them sort of players. So, my thing is with Anthony, that was clearly we overpaid, and the book show for it. This one
and
here,
it was Ten Hag's man as well. That was
and it was Ten Hag's man.
Yeah, that wasn't
this
a scout.
One, it's a scout, and the manager's approved of it. Do you get it? The scout.
Yeah, but it was different with Ten Hag because obviously the United had a lot of problems. So before Ten Hag obviously signed, he wanted full control because before that, he was hearing that other managers weren't getting. And they were like, oh, you know what? And then obviously the crossover with Ranić leaving. So everything was left to Ten Hag and his talent ID was off. So everyone's like, okay, man, he must be good because Ten Hag wants him. And we ended up with most of our team being Dutch just because of Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying? There was no trace of like, this is going to work. And that's what killed United. You know what I'm saying? That's what killed them.
Yeah, absolutely. Big up AJ says that you can't say that, Saeed. If we do that, we would be breaking Leach's record sale. We need to stay consistent with what we want. You can't switch up. So what? We're breaking their record. Like their standard isn't high anyway. You know what I mean? It's like I don't get it, bro. Like
why does that
breaking their record? What does that?
Why does that matter? You know how many? You know how many probably club records we've broken with transfers? Like that's the most irrelevant point ever. Like it's such an irrelevant point.
It's frustrating the fact that we mess about though. Like we know what they want, so why don't we go in a little bit early and just pay what they want? I mean, just because we're gonna eventually pay what they want anyway, aren't we? We're just wasting time here. But easier just to get him into the club. And there's part of me that thinks that, well, if we're paying that kind of money for him anyway, unless he's exactly what Amorim wants, can we not be going to something a little bit more Premier League proven now? I know there's plenty of players coming to the Premier League. You look at your Kirkes, you look at your Eight Nouris. They didn't start in the Premier League, obviously, but at this moment in time, and I like the look of Dorgu. I think he looks good. I've watched plenty of videos now on him. I've watched plenty of his like match performances and stuff like that, and he looks like a solid player. But it's one of those. If we are going to go and pay the full price, 30-40 million. Then can we not go give a little bit more and go for someone who's a little bit more proven? That's all. That's all I'm looking at. You look at Kirkes, you look at Anthony Robertson, you look at Eight Nouri. Now, again, it's whether or not you're able to get those players out of those clubs, which Wolves are in a relegation battle, so they're not selling, are they? Do you know what I mean? Anthony Robertson maybe from Fulham, but he's a little bit older. A little bit older at Fulham, and there's Kirkes. Kirkes maybe something to be done there, but it's difficult dealing with Premier League clubs. But I'm just looking at it. The thing is, Timmy, we've not got time to waste. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
If Dorgu's your man, go get him. Get him in the club. Do you know what I mean? Don't mess about.
I agree with. I 1,000% agree with that. And to your point, I would much rather get a Premier League proven player.
Yeah, I want Kirkes.
But we're not. They're gonna.
How much is he worth, though, Kirkes? How much is he worth?
I think he's around. I think he's around that 30-35 million range. But they're going to put
a little bit. They're going to say a little bit more.
Yeah, but exactly. They're going to say 50. They're going to say 50 pounds. Like they're going to say 50 million pounds. Like.
Do you think?
All right, but tell me, is 15 more worth guaranteed though? Like, is it not worth 15 more just to guarantee the performance in the Premier League?
Saying. But another thing is,
I don't know.
They'd probably sell him to us more in January than in the summer because obviously they know like we need him. So if we came in January for him, they'd probably like bump that price up. But like he said, Kirkes is more obviously proven for the now. Like United are kind of like not in that space where we want to be getting players that we're not really sure. And he's played in the Premier League as well, so you know what you're gonna get from him. But the problem is January is not. Bournemouth are not gonna sell this guy in January for any nice price.
I genuinely think this team that we're building, and I agree with 90% of what y'all are saying. But like, I think what Amarim is looking for is quote unquote system players. Like, can you fit this role? I don't need a Premier. I just need you to have these capabilities, have these qualities. You know, maybe be of a right age or right profile, and I'll get you. So, like, to your point, Ash, do I think it's worth the extra 15? I don't in this particular, specifically for like a wing back. You know what I'm saying? And again, he's 20. Like, we're not talking 40 million pounds. We're talking 40 million euros. A Kirkes would be 50 million pounds. So it's like we're talking like a 20 million gap here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's worth the 20 million gap. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's a risk. Obviously, it's a risk. We don't know much about the player, but I genuinely think it's more about bodies, and profiles, right?
Profile, yes.
That's really what it's about. Like, we've seen Kirkes in a back four. We've seen Ait Nori in a back three, obviously, but we know his defensive deficiencies. Like, that's clear as day. Like, that's not changing. And even for Anthony Robinson too, good player. He's a USA guy. I watched tons of him. Straight line player. Straight line player. That he's a throwback. He's a throwback fullback, and I don't know if that's what Amarim's looking for. So,
but don't you think you think he's actually obviously going forward, he's actually very useful as well, and that's another.
He is. He's a good player.
Both sides as well.
Oh, are you talking about Robinson? Or are you talking about
Robinson from Fulham?
So
he's good. I like him.
He's a good player. He's a good player, but I wouldn't classify him as somebody I would pay 40 million for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? He's a good player, but I think fans would tire of him quickly. I'll just say that.
Especially the age as well.
Yeah.
The thing is, we could go around, drop a few offers. Like, you could drop an offer at Anthony Robinson. Okay, 30 million, 25 million. See what happens. They only turn around and say, no, you've got your options. As long as you've got your options. Because it's not like the market's dry. Like, there is Kirkes, there is Robinson, there is Ait Nuri, there is Dorgu. Do you know what I mean? There is Mendes, who's not actually signed his contract yet.
But none of them are going to leave in January, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing.
None of them.
Are we desperate now, though, Saeed? Because
we
know we're finishing 13th. Yeah, but we know we're finishing 13th anyway, aren't we?
Nah, but the thing is,
I think he's desperate for the system. It's because of the system. You know what I'm saying? He wants to start implementing the system before, like, the and I'm sure that's one of his conditions. So I think I agree with you. I don't think the desperation is that we're going for honors. We're trying to win something.
Yeah.
No. Before the season starts, he really wants to embed that system. And if you don't use the January transfer window, that's
the season's not over, man. The season's not over.
It's all at this current point. It's almost impossible for us to really see what this team can do under this manager because of the profiles of players we have. It's so hard. Like, we have a right back playing left wing back. We have a midfield that literally all of these players, none of them actually fit in these places. Like, none of them actually fit. Like, the Ugarte Menu thing does not work. You know what I'm saying? Bruno at number 10 doesn't really work. He's probably better than 8 in the system, but you can't play him. You can't put him just by himself with Ugarte. Like, there's just so many mishaps. So we need at a minimum to see something, something that we can hold on to, something that the board can hold on to and say, okay, we got him this player. We've seen improvements. Now we can go get him more players. We're more confident in his recommendations, whatever the case may be. So I agree on we should put in more bids, but what it looks like is that they've targeted this player. Like, they know this is who they want. Like, you know what I mean? So which is why we haven't put in other bids.
Over, bro. The season should not be over in the manager's eyes. Us as fans, cool. We might have our own feelings, but you think the manager's giving up? That's what he's there for. He's there to motivate. He's there to galvanize. He's there to get us as far as he can in the Premier League in terms of league table. Us fans, we're going to think differently. I think we're going to finish around 11th, 12th. I don't think we're going to finish maybe higher. Top 10 is a myth. If Fulham beat us, they're 10 points ahead. So, but the manager wants to say, you know what, man, I can't be dealing with, Dalot at left wing, but I can't do it anymore, man. If you can go and get me Dorgu, the Ineos have money, man. Yeah? They have the money. They wouldn't be spending the bid, or they wouldn't be bidding for Dorgu if they didn't have any money. They have money. They maybe don't have money for the left 10 that we're going to talk about later on because they need to get Garnacho money. So I believe there's money enough for a left wing back, and that is it. And then you have to basically sell to buy after that. That's my kind of look on things. So I just look at it for me now. It's like, broski, we cannot go on like this. You can't just continue to neglect. The manager's just going to walk, bro. Man, don't get his little left wing back or something. This manager, you can't put him out there and just say, yo, listen, do that, bro. And just work on this, work your magic. You can't, bro. We've seen these players, they're not good enough.
Also,
what if Dorgu turns up at Old Trafford, 75,000, whatever, and he can't do it? He can't do it under the lights. How many times have we seen players come in?
I was even gonna say that because someone said in the comments, if Amorim goes for him and it's not good, then we can't believe in this manager. I think that's false. If you even look at all the top managers that have bought players, a lot of them have made errors, with the signings.
They made errors, man.
You can't expect every single signing from the goalkeeper to the striker to be a hit from the manager. Because if you did that, then Pep would be in a lot of trouble. He signed a lot of players that if they just said to him, "Oh, you signed Bravo," that's it. Man City wouldn't win a lot of leagues with Bravo because there was one time there was a stat that every shot that a goal was a goal, and Pep was like,
"Don't sell well, though, innit?" Our club just don't sell well, and that's our problem.
Yeah, that's
sold well. Yeah. You know what I mean? We would not be talking like this. It's that we don't trust our board to sell well. So if Dorgu doesn't, for example, work out, even though I think for me there's a lot of potential at 20 years old, I don't think my United fans should be, be like, yo, this is going to be the next, Roberto Carlos. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you do, you spent 30 odd million, you can still flip that back, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro.
That's the thing. We don't do the flipping, though. That's the problem, innit, Saeed?
No, that's down to new board. That's what Ineos are there to do.
I don't even think we're expecting this kid to walk in and start week in, week out. I don't think that's the.
But he has to.
I don't think that's.
But he has to.
No, but that's
what I think. I think Malacia's getting fit. I think Malacia eventually. Dallo will still play in that position, even though we don't like that. Malacia's getting fit. If Malacia can stay fit,
we need two. We really.
No, I agree. 1,000%. I 1,000% agree.
And him.
Yeah, but
I 1,000% agree.
That's dangerous though, because if you say we need two and we need to sign the two, which we do, if we sign the two in January, that means that's our two moving forward.
Exactly.
No, but then we can't. Yeah, because if you go for two new players that are left wing backs alone in January, then in the summer you're not going to go for another left wing back. That's
sorry. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So we need to. We can't just be like, gambling.
I'll be okay with that. I'll be okay with that.
We need to go for the
Listen, he's gonna. Yeah, no, he's gonna.
Okay with that.
This kid's gonna. Yeah, this kid's gonna play a ton of minutes, but I'm not.
Okay with that,
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're okay with that, then he has to. Yeah, I was gonna say if you're okay with that, then he has to be in the starting lineup from the beginning because he's the signing, he's the wing back that we've been waiting for. He has to be in the team. He has to be playing. He can't be. Oh yeah, we're bringing him.
He's gonna play. He's gonna play.
He's gonna play. I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying he's gonna be a squad player like a Eriksson where we see him every so often. Like no, he will play. I'm just saying he's gonna get rotated in. He's gonna get rotated in, just like this manager's been doing. He's been chopping and changing pretty much his whole time here, like that. So he's gonna do the same thing.
Would you class this as a panic buy? I don't think this is a panic buy.
No, this is not a panic buy.
I mean, like, would you class this as a panic buy from United?
It's not a panic buy. It's a rush. It's rushed.
It's rushed. It's not a panic buy.
No, I won't say it's panic buy, but I just don't feel like it's as sensible. We saw us going out buying the potential in Højlund from the Serie A. Do you know what I mean? I hate this idea of constantly going out and buying potential. I want some more guarantee. We could have got in Ivan Toney instead of Højlund. Guaranteed Brentford, performed in the Premier League, did it, understood what it takes to play in the Premier League, understood the physicality of the league, just understood it. Whereas we're going for Dorgu, and Dorgu, like Malacia, looked good coming in. We thought he'd perform well, stunk the place out, got injured, and that's just been a failed signing, hasn't it? And that's what Dorgu potentially can be. Whereas I'm looking at an Nori, I'm looking at Robinson, I'm looking at Kirkez, and I don't see them as failures. It's going to be difficult for them to fail, is what I'm trying to say. You can't see. Whereas, is it worth taking another risk for the 30, 40 million right now when he's not desperately needed in the team right now? Even though the team's performing poorly, and okay, the system can build around him and get used to the team and all that, but you bring in someone like a Kirkez in the summer, we hold off a little bit of money, or we going off for a little bit more now for a Kirkez. We get a player who understands what it takes. And that's for me, is the only, I feel like it's rushed. It's rushed, and it's a player that if we're being honest, none of us has actually watched this guy play 3 or 4 games back to back. We see the highlights. every player looks amazing in the highlights, don't they? Do you know what I mean? We don't know what it looks like off the ball. We don't know what he's doing. You look at some of his passing stats. I don't know if you've seen his passing stats. Oh my word, some of the worst passing stats you'll ever see. Now we can't trust stats, stats all the time, but go look. Do you know what I mean? And I've seen Kirkes in the Premier League. I've seen Robinson. I've seen Nuri, although he has got his defensive deficiencies, like Temi was saying. I feel like any of those would slot into our team and would be comfortable for the next year or two and would almost be a guarantee of that position going, okay, we don't have to worry about that anymore. So, we might get Dorgu and then we might have to still be worrying about that position for the next 3-4 years. Do you know what I mean? And I'm done with bringing in potential. We've seen it with, don't get me wrong, Xerxes starting to show some, but I've done with Xerxes and I've done with Ireland, and it's just these players bring, how many times are we going to do it? Do you know what I mean? It's just... A couple things. Like, one, I don't agree that it would be hard for the players you mentioned to fail. Like Robinson and Kirkes have played in the back four. They're left backs. They're left backs. Just just like the same way Dallos was kind of classified as an attacking right back. Yeah. Like they're left backs. Nuri, I think would be. I do agree that would be hard to fail because he's just offensively going forward. He's just ridiculous, and he would add a new dimension. But again, I don't think this is rushed. I genuinely think that this is something that they identified, and yes, it's coming up to the deadline, but I think they identified this player, which is why they haven't put in a bunch of different bids for a bunch of different left backs. I think they've targeted this player. Again, for me, I am much more willing to risk, I guess, quote unquote, potential on a wing back versus a striker or a goalkeeper or something. You know what I mean? Like when you pay 70 million for Højlund, you know what I'm saying? That is like, that's a whole different ball game than paying 35 million for a left wing back. If that doesn't work out, you're not asking yourself, oh my God, I can't believe. Even Malacia, again, I think it's kind of harsh to say he stunk the place. I mean, he stunk the place out the last couple games he played 100%. But before he got hurt, but you don't necessarily, he had a couple good games.
Yeah.
But
so I get what you mean in terms of wing backs here. You can't necessarily say they're failures, right? Whereas with forwards, you can say they're failures because they don't get the GA, they don't get the goals, they don't get the
I'm just saying, like, it'll be a lot. Like even though Malacia hasn't worked out, are we that fussed about it? What did he cost? Like 15 million? Like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
To me, if Dorgu's 12 million, I'm all for it. Do you know what I mean? Like Malacia, 12 million. Yeah, you can make 3 mistakes for 12 million. That is the same as a Dorgu, but paying 30 million, and if
30's not a bad number for me. 30's not a bad number for me. I really don't think it's a bad.
I don't think it's 34 million. 34 million, I swear down.
Is it
a little bit more than what we? But if we're saying it's 35 million difference, guys, man, are we really like? If this was 5 million less, Ash, would you say yes?
No. I'd want to see. Listen, I like the look. I like look at Dorgu. He looks nice. But let me ask you a question.
30 million euros, and we'll be okay with that. A lot of people online were like, "Yo, 30 million euros, we're calm." But because it's 5 million more,
let me ask you a question, though, side. 30 million for Dorgu or 50 for Kirkes? Which one are you going for?
Of course, I want Kirkes, but I can't get him right now. I can't.
I'm a big fan of Kirkes, but again, we're talking 30 million. We're talking 30 million euros versus 50 million pounds. Like it's a big gap we're talking about here financially.
You're saying 40 million euros, aren't they, Temi? They're
not 40 million.
Euros, but it is about 30 million pounds.
Sorry, 30. Yeah, there we go. 30. So it's to me that's a big gap. And what is Kirkes? 25? Is he 25? 26?
No, Kirkes is 20, 21, 22.
No, he's not 21, 22.
Nah, he is. Like, I think he's young. He's young.
Kirkes is not 25.
No,
oh, I'm tripping.
He's 21.
Okay, why I think he was older.
He's gonna be 22 this year.
Because he looks older, innit, Temi? Do you know what I mean? Because he's bald.
Yeah, he's built. Yeah, he's built. No, yeah, I thought he was so much older. That's crazy. That's my bad.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
We got these super chats in, by the way. And guys, there's 1.2k to build. There's only 293 likes, guys. So please, everyone, right now, bottom right hand corner, just hit the thumbs up button. And we're having a good debate show. So I hope you lot enjoying it. English Challenge says we lost to Brentford and Brighton. Just pay Casemiro and give the manager what he wants to succeed. We need players, ops. Sorry, wrong timeline. Victor says we won't care if he performs. Let's back Amorim. That's my energy. Big up to Tom Porter, man. Latest member of the channel. Everyone in the chat, please W Tom Porter. Big up AJ Atumba says, you can't say this point is relevant, but you complain again tomorrow if he doesn't meet up standards. Stay consistent, bro. Suge says, big up side of the panel. I saw something that United linked our young kid, Aiden Heaven. He's a solid player and will do well. Yeah, man. We're going to also talk about Naipan. Apparently, Arsenal are linked heavily with Naipan, man. So that's something that we can discuss as well. We need men who can suit Ineos game model if the manager is sacked. Yeah, there you go. And who is that? My man here, Dorgu. Gareth says here, why do we need to buy instead of loan in January? For what? We're not going to win anything. Why do loans and wait till the summer? And he follows up saying, I want academy talent, proven Premier League talent. And if that's outside the Premier League, then world-class young talent. Dorgu doesn't fit any of that. Damn, man. This is crazy, man. I swear down, man. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I question, and this is not against you, Gareth, here, but I question what Man United want, you know. Like, is it money? Is it not being fleeced in the market? Is it understanding the profile is what we need? It's like, what do Man United fans want? Like, I genuinely want to know, like, because I can come in here and I can complain and say, yo, we're getting fleeced. We're getting absolutely done. But then I realize, shit, we're 13th here. We're playing Dallo at left wing back. We've got Mazarawi, who isn't really a wing back as well. Malacia's not played for what? 500. He's not up to scratch. I don't particularly rate him. Can do a job. Like, what are we complaining about? Like, seriously, we should be wanting this signing to come through the door. You know, and if it, like I said to you, if it takes the 34 million, we take it. Because end of the day, for us to miss out on this year and have no guarantee that Alvaro Fernandez comes in here, who the hell is coming in? So you go neglect it just because you said I didn't want to pay a bit more?
Is Theo Hernandez actually on the market for 42 million?
Who said that? No way.
No,
that can't be true, can it? Someone said it.
Who said that? Who said that?
Someone said it in the chat. Someone said it in the chat, and I was like,
brother, we'd be all over that.
That's what I'm saying, because he's probably one of the best at that role anyway. Because, and this is another thing, yeah. Does Amorim just want that wing back? Because there are certain wing backs that
he's approved of it.
They do the job of a wing back, but they don't necessarily help in attack. But they're steady wing backs. Do you see what I'm saying? And then there's wing backs like Theo Hernandez, who will get you goals. He will get you assists. He can drive past people, like he can dribble. Yeah. So there's a different kind of mode of wing backs as well. So it depends on what Amorim actually wants. Because even if you look at Inter Milan, sometimes of course they got Dumfries as a wing back, right wing back here. But sometimes they play Bisek there. In the past they played Darmian there, and they're not necessarily helping in attack. But when you look at the midfield three, they've got a lot of dynamism with Çalhanoğlu, with Barella, with Mkhitaryan, who can carry the ball. They're all technically sound. And then they got a super striker in Lautaro as well. United don't have those kind of players, first in midfield and up front. So we're going to need our wing backs to actually do a lot, which is why when you see Mazraoui there, we're like, whoa, Mazraoui shouldn't be playing that. It's because when you're looking at the attack and the midfield, there's not going to be that much coming from them. So it depends on what Amorim's also like trying to build. So I'm saying, and that's why even for him, like Gyökeres works for him, because Gyökeres, you saw his goal the other night. He can run in the channel, take a man on, boom, goal. Where do we see our strikers even doing that? Because we look at Xerxes, he's coming deep. We look at Højlund, his movement is not even anywhere close.
They're both not the right profile of striker he needs. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's just be real. Like, they're both not. It's crazy. I just started laughing because you were just mentioning Inter's team. I'm like, they're just so much better than it. Like, we're just so far behind. Like, I just had to laugh. I'm like, damn, like this is Inter Milan. Like they're just so much better than us, and they spend no money. Like they spend no money, and they're way better than us. It's crazy. Bro. But like, listen, Saeed, I do understand the fans' skepticism. It makes sense to be skeptical about this transfer.
I agree.
Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like. It makes sense to be skeptical, but for me, the 30 to 40 million price range is not enough for me to be. If we overpay and it's only 30 or 40 million, I don't care. When we start talking 50, 60, 70, that's when I'm like, yo. Like when the Ugarte thing, I was like, 60 million is a lot for that player. Like that's when I start getting skeptical. You know what I'm saying? Like that's for me. But when we're talking 30, 40, I'm not too fussed. I'm genuinely not too fussed. I think we should be making more deals in that range anyway. I think we should be doing more of the 25s, the 35s, like as opposed to the 70s and the 80s, and they don't work out. And like think about it, most of our 70 million plus pound signings have failed miserably. Like a majority of them. If we look at some of the signs that have worked, they've been in that 25 to 50 range. Like the ones that are really we've kept players we've kept them like, okay, we like these players. Like not a lot of them, but still. So yeah, the whole again, if this player is available and he fits in the manager again, I'm banking on the manager's knowledge, right? I'm assuming this manager has studied this player. I'm assuming the scouts have studied these.
Scouts have studied him. Yes,
yes. I can have my opinions, but I'm not. This is not my life. I don't. I'm not paid to study these players. So we're just gonna have to trust the process. We're just gonna have to trust the process and see.
Yeah, absolutely. Super Archer, 15 to 30 million signings I can work with. He's over that valuation. What he's over it by? What, 4 million? You know what I mean? What's he over it by, man? Couple of million? You know, this is what Mike's saying here. Shout out to Mike. Why are people crying over 40 million euros for Dorgu? City just signed a UFC fighter from Uzbekistan for the same price. Did anyone complain? Again, this is what I'm trying to say, man. Them, you know,
City has the benefit of the doubt.
No, but also that's someone that United scouted as well. And guess who said no? Ten Hag. Ten Hag was saying no. So end of the day, right? Listen, it is what it is. We'll have to wait and see. If United pull out of this deal now, yeah, what then, man? Then what do we do then? Do we then go all out for Alvaro Fernandez?
Nah, I don't.
What if he says he wants to?
It's the option, though, isn't it? It's not an all out for it. Have we not got like a legit buyback clause where we don't have to spend big?
We do.
You know what we do
like
actually?
Yeah,
we do. Yeah, we can pay that money. 16 million euros, I think it is.
Well, won't that do till the summer? We go buy Alvaro Fernandez till the summer and then go for someone
then
a little bit more legit.
Yeah, to the summer, but then
that's what they'll have to do.
You know what, man? It's tight on the brother, man. You're basically getting him to the summer, yeah, which I think we need more anyway, left backs. And then you go and get another left wing back, and then he's out of favour. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful. That's why for me, Dorgu makes sense because he can play multiple positions and Alvaro can still play. Dorgu can play literally left 10 if he wants to, or right wing back, or right wing back is probably the one that suits him the most. And what did Quenda? It's literally another Quenda, guys. Quenda, if we'd have got Quenda now, everyone would be like, oh man, Quenda's lovely. He played under Amarin. He's literally Quenda, man. Them. He's literally what Quenda is in their system.
But more physically imposing. Physically
imposing. But Quenda ain't technically secure like that, bro. He was still a bit, bit rougher, like he's still 17 years old.
The reason why I trust Quenda, though, is because Amarin...
He's just 17-year-old.
Yeah, but you know why? Because Amarin trusts him. If Amarin's seen him and he knows that, okay, he's capable to do this.
But the problem is...
We've not seen him. We've not seen him close up. We've not seen him in the training ground. I hope Dorgu does well. I'm excited. I'll be excited if we sign him. But it's just another risk again. And that's all I'm saying. It's risks. Yeah. You know what I mean? Are we in a position to be taking big risks? I'm not sure we are.
Yeah. You got a Paraguayan as well. Yeah, shout out to Jason.
Yeah, I don't view this as I think that's where we disagree. It is a risk, 1,000%.
Tell me, if it was 20 million, tell me, if it was 15 million, it's not a risk, is it? Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't think it's a big risk, though.
Who's in a relegation fight? We're buying a fullback in a relegation fight.
Roy Keane was in a relegation fight when we signed him, man. Don't forget that, man. Don't forget that.
Man. Listen, top players in relegation fights, I'll tell you that, man. You know what I mean?
No, but I just don't think it's a big risk. That's where we defer. You feel me? Like, I just don't think I think it's a risk, but for 35 million, I don't think it's a big risk. I don't.
It's not as big as a risk as well because they've done a lot of scouting as well. So I think they've looked at a lot of different things. And I think Amarim is probably a bit more meticulous when it comes to signings as well. He definitely knows the profile of player that he wants. So I do agree. If Amarim actually wants him, then listen, just go
pay the money then. Go pay the money. Go give him the money. Get him in now. That's what we need to be doing. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like if they profiled him, like you're saying, and they think he's the perfect fit. We don't want Kirky. We don't want to spend that extra. Go get him now. Stop wasting the time.
And you've scouted him as well since October, apparently, United scouted him. Since October, you know what I mean? They've been looking at him, you know what I mean? So they've been on him, bro. And they've been trying to look at him for maybe January transfer window. Lecce have not moved from their position. They've said it's 34 million or he's staying to the end of the summer. Man United said, yo, brothers, we need him now, though, guys. Let's say, well, if you need him, pay the money. Simple as that. And we can negotiate a little bit. I'm cool for the club to negotiate.
By the way, we'd have if we, like, for example, use City. If you want him, you have to get him now, because a lot of people don't realize City bought City bought another defender for like 30 million from Palmeiras.
Exactly.
Race, I forgot his name. Something Race. Anyway, he's a good
How
defender.
How much was Mamouche?
63 million. 63 million. Yeah.
There you go. If they'd have got him in the summer, I reckon it would have been cheaper.
Million. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You see what I mean, bro? They would have got him in the summer for cheaper. Mike says here, what do you mean by City have the benefit of doubt? They're spending because they desperately need him. Same as us. We are 14th. We don't have the leverage. And that's my point of view. We don't have no effing leverage, guys. Please, everyone get that in your heads. We have no leverage. We are 13th. We are rubbish. We need help.
Let me answer that question. What I mean by that is City have done good business over the past 5 years. So if they make an outlandish signing, people aren't going to bat twice, because they've hit on like 90% of the signings they've made over the past decade. So it's like, yeah, if they overspend on the player, people aren't really looking at it like that. People aren't thinking. But us, we failed so many times. That's why we're kind of like tepid about pretty much every signing we make now, because it's like, are we getting posed? Are we getting done dirty? Like every time we make a signing, that's how it feels. So
yeah. And then again, like Mike says, we brought Ahmad for around the same amount. Fans were saying it was one of the worst transfers.
I did think that was wild at the time. At the time I was like 30 million euros for
that was because United scouted him. They scouted him.
But even when he came, though, he had there was a lot of expectation in terms of, from Italy. They were saying this guy, he's the one. It was only people that hadn't seen him from this side, or probably didn't watch him as much in the youth team, that were like, no. But in Italy, they were like, Atalanta were like, you've got a gem. Solskjaer said the same thing as well. But at the same time, let's not forget, Ahmad is much better now. It's not like when he came, he was.
No, I agree. Which is why after a year you can't rule out.
You're right. But they didn't give him chances, bro. I'll never, like, the Ahmad thing always threw me off. Like,
I get it, but when people are saying they didn't give him a chance, you're coming to a club and Greenwood is the guy that you have to be better than. So it's not like, you're gonna sit Greenwood on the bench and let this guy develop. That was the standard of our forwards at the time. You obviously had Marshall, Greenwood, Cavani, whatever. But we don't have that standard right now. So obviously, you're going to be playing.
I hear you.
The drop off is crazy.
Yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on subject to Garnacho. And by the way, keep everyone hit the like button. We're on 390 likes now. Let's get to 500 likes. Mods, let's get on it. Garnacho, guys. The bid's coming through. There's a lot of commotion, guys, man, around this Garnacho deal. I put an Insta post out last night, man, and I'm still getting pelters on Instagram, man. They're saying I'm deluded. You know, are you a real United fan? You know, honestly, bro, it's just coming in saying, joke, it's a whole lot of you. He's saying now he's no longer better than Palmer and Saka. What's this? That's why y'all won't finish top.
Wait, somebody said Garnacho's on Palmer and Saka's level?
Yeah, Palmer Saka's level, man. I'm telling you. It's kicking off in the comments here. So then I was like, and then I seen a lot of things online as well. Like, a lot of people think we're going to regret selling this player, you know? Like, a lot of people. There's a lot of United fans saying we're going to regret selling this player because he might end up playing here and there and whatnot. Like, it's like, I'm telling you, I know you sounding mad, yeah, but a lot of people are like, yo, we can't be selling a player. Also, listen, there's people saying that we should sell him for 75 million. Are you all right in the head? 75 million? Like, come on, guys, man.
The Carrington bias is insane.
Brother,
what?
It's mad.
Listen, I think Garnacho has potential to be better than what he is currently, but he is a bang average winger. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, is he like seriously? How many teams like legitimately would he start for in the Premier League? There's so many wingers in the Premier League alone that are better than him at mid-table clubs. At mid-table clubs, bro. I'm like deadly serious. I think it's more of like he's a great goal scorer. So like it's very similar to like Marcus when Marcus would score some just ridiculous goals. And then you ask yourself like, yo, is this guy like, and when you score ridiculous goals and you're young, you know, people, that's what sticks in their head as opposed to like the 90-minute performances. Like even let's use yesterday as an example, bro. It's just inefficient football. More like the left side of our attack has been dead for so long. And he's also culpable for that. Like he's 40 million for this kid, signed the dotted line yesterday.
Now
bro.
we're getting 60. We're getting 60 for him.
Yeah, please, like go 60 million pure profit for that type of player. Like he's not that.
But if he's 20, wouldn't he? I don't know, man. Because would it be to Chelsea?
Chelsea, yeah, 60.
So why can't we just say 70? Because Chelsea have done like us, bro. He's 20 years old, bro.
But it don't matter about age, bro. Is he worth 70?
It does matter about age, though, because potentially he's showing at 20 years old. The numbers he's putting up, like you can sell it. Do you know what I mean? You look at what he's doing compared to his contemporaries in Europe. You can sell it. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, we watched him all last season. We watched him all last season, bro. We watched him all last season.
We watched him, but he's 20 years old. Do you know what I mean? And listen, I don't want to sell him. If whatever Amorim wants, I'm backing Amorim. I'm not player FC. Do you know what I mean? I don't care about if he doesn't fit Amorim's system, then he's got to go. And that's what's frustrating me about a lot of United fans. Like, we've got to keep him. Yeah, but if Amorim's not using him, then get rid of him.
But what we're talking about, we're talking about numbers here.
Are realizing that the reason why he's right is because when you're looking at the system, Garnacho's not that adaptable to his positioning, you know.
No, he's not. He's not.
There's not many places you can actually play Garnacho. Even when we was watching him last year, and then he was forced to go on the right, and a lot of fans are like, "Yeah, it's good because then he can't cut inside and shoot."
Yeah,
etc. And
he's got to go straight down the line. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying Garnacho's not that adaptable as what a lot of the fans also think. So it depends on Amorim because he wants a lot of players to be able to shift and play in different positions, especially like attacking forwards. And Garnacho as a 10, even if you saw yesterday, the way Amorim wants to play, do you think he wants his 10 playing on the left wing? Garnacho's best moments was he was pushed to the wing. He just went to the wing by himself. To the wing, yeah, he just went to the wing by himself. And then come inside. Yeah, he just went to the wing because naturally that's all he knows. And that's going to be a problem tactically if he doesn't want that. If he wants his wing back to be, they're going to get in each other's space all the time. That's the problem.
So Ash, what are you saying
anytime the ball came, I was going to say, if you realize anytime the ball was coming into that 10 role and Garnacho had to either take it inside or play it out wide, he lost the ball quite a few times.
A lot of times, yeah.
Yeah, he can't really play in that little...
He can't navigate. He can't navigate. Yeah, he can't navigate through between the lines. You need a very, very technical and intelligent player as well. But going back to you, Ash, though, like, I hear you. He's young, 20 years old, yeah. But he don't suit the system, like you said. We are in need of money. We could get better than Garnacho in the January transfer window, i.e. Mateus Cunha, if we wanted to. You know, there's options for us to go and get better than Garnacho. We've got to take that opportunity. Yes, it's Chelsea, but we've just done, we've done ban for ban, innit? You know what I mean? In terms of, Mason Mount and Garnacho. Yeah. Mason Mount ideally won the Champions League. He assisted Havertz. You could say in their eyes, hold on a minute, we've got England international here. We've got a player who's, plays well in that system that Tuchel had, and
yeah. Mason Mount has been an abject failure, but he did way more at 21 than Alejandro Garnacho did by that age. Way more.
Yeah, but you're looking at talent ceiling, like you can sell Garnacho a little bit more, can't you? Because of the Puskas, because of what he's done Copa America. Argentina, sell him a bit more. Do you know what I mean?
He didn't play Copa America.
Would he not play?
No, he doesn't get on the pitch. He doesn't even start.
No, but he's in the squad.
He's in the squad. He's in the squad, but he doesn't really play.
But you sell it as that, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You sell him as he's getting these numbers on in a terrible United team. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Mason Mount was, though, to be fair, that was a terrible Chelsea team as well. But yeah, I just feel like it's the sell. It's the sell with Garnacho, and I think we've got to accept 60 million. I think 70, 75, 80
60
million.
is great.
That kind of money. But
60 million for him.
But I don't want to be accepting anything less. Do you know what I mean? We've got to kind of start saying, look, if you want to buy our youth, our players, our young players, do you know what I mean? Because we've seen what's just happened with Palmer. Look how City look now. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's going to happen, but Pep was like, nah, this guy's not good enough for us. Do you know what I mean? It's not happening for us. Do you know what I mean? Who knows? Garnacho in that system with Chelsea, he steps up. He makes us look like a fool. The thing is, though, we've got to ignore all that noise because at the end of the day,
ignore the noise, man.
We've got to ignore. He's not Amorim's man. He's not Amorim's man. That's all that matters to us. He doesn't fit Amorim's system. He's not going to work for Amorim. We've got to move on, cash in while we can, and that's what I'm looking at. But I just want to start selling a little bit higher because how many times we let players go for like too cheap? Do you know what I mean? Let's ask for mad money, and then we move. We don't start saying, oh, he's worth 50 million, and we'll accept 50. Say he's 90 million, a young kid. Do you know what I mean? 90 million. Otherwise, we're not selling him. Put him on the market. 90 million. PSG, you can have him. Do you know what I mean? Then we drop back to a 65, 70, whatever. But it's the mentality of us going, oh, let's get rid of Garnacho for 40 million. He's only worth 40. I feel like
but now the club have come to a reasonable, you know what I mean? And I think for me, you know, and I think Chelsea aren't going to pay it, guys. They're going to pay the money. What are we doing here?
Chelsea don't care about that. Chelsea will pay.
They don't care about it, man.
What do we think this, like, seriously, I'm just curious. What do we think the ceiling of this player is? Like, what do people think his ceiling is?
Well, you know what? Compare it to other players, though, Temi. Do you know what I mean? You can look at him as a player, as an individual and his quality, but at 20 years old, players aren't made at 20. There's so much more improvement to be had in that 23, 24, 25. Look at Saka, who's playing left wing back. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I 100% agree. I 100%. I agree.
He's not the most technically gifted. Yeah, but he's not the most technically gifted. He's not a great dribbler on the ball. Do you know what I mean? What he is, he's confident and he's got a shot on him. What Garnacho is, he's confident and he's got a shot on him.
He's Saka's so much more intelligent.
Yeah,
he's so much more intelligent. Like, yeah, maybe Garnacho.
The thing is, when you're looking at a profile like Garnacho, it's about the fundamentals. Like Garnacho is a player like come through the ranks, etc. He played a certain way. Obviously, he's got pace, etc. He's more efficient. Now you come to men's football, you have to think a bit more. It's not instinct. It's not just pace. You're gonna meet guys who are fast as well. So there's a lot of players that came to the first team, like Bukayo Saka, etc. A bit raw, but the fundamentals, you could see that players like Saka worked on them. So when you can do those fundamentals very easy, it helps you look better as a player, and then you become efficient in terms of the GA. But when it comes to Garnacho, he hasn't worked on the fundamentals. He hasn't worked on his physique. He hasn't worked on passing, 1-2s, all these little phases of play that would make him a better player. You could see the trajectory's gone up, and then there's been a stagnation in his development. It's up to Garnacho himself to improve those. If he improves those, then he would look like a very efficient player. That's just the truth.
But even if we can use Saka, we can use Saka as an example, right? Yeah. I think people overrate Garnacho's athletic ability. I think, yes, he has pace. He doesn't have blistering pace. I think does he have a shot on him? Yes, but he's not an efficient.
He's not a shooter.
He takes a lot of shots, and they're just going in the goalkeeper's hands or it's going over the ball. Like he's not clinical. He scores great goals, but he is not clinical. And then if you're not physically elite, you don't have a high football IQ. Like. The thing with Saka is he has a high real quick. Saka has a high football IQ. He has a high football IQ, and physically he's imposed. Like he's an imposing winger. He's an imposing winger. So it's like these things never has.
But I'm trying to say that when Saka came through, he wasn't that. He worked on those things. You could even see
he worked on those things.
Coming through. He wasn't that. The IQ. Now he does those things almost perfectly. That's what I'm trying to say. So he's worked on. Whereas Garnacho, because of his attitude, you could see how he plays. He's almost like, I'm the guy, but you're not that guy. You have to work to be that person. Saka's put in those work. He's put in the work. So you got to appreciate even his physique. Look how strong, how much stronger. Even Ahmad, guys, we've seen Ahmad when he first came.
Ahmad is strong
now. Bro, how many times you see a fullback even push it? They hardly push him off, and he's small. He's worked on.
He knows how to
elements.
put his body in front of people
That's
and
what
whatnot.
I'm saying. Because you've got to
All them
work. It's
things.
up to the player. It's the attitude of Ahmad. It's the attitude of players like Saka. But look at Garnacho. You can just tell he doesn't even work on it. He's weak. He gets pushed off by anyone. So it's like it's up to the. It's not like Garnacho's done. He's only 20 years old. But the thing is you don't know. It's either or. You don't know if he is going to.
You have to gamble. You have to take that risk. If you're if you say you're a big club, you don't miss Garnacho. Yeah,
bro.
I'm sorry.
I agree.
A talent come through this door.
Jose Mourinho said it best. Not all 20-year-olds are created equally. Like we've seen, Garnacho has played a ton of football. Like we've seen a ton of him at 20 years old. And it's not like we've seen little flashes here and there. We've seen like full seasons of Garnacho already, and like he's just plateaued. He's just plateaued. He's not getting better.
I mean, you can't
like, he's not getting better.
You can't. There's so much that can be improved. Listen, I'm not backing Garnacho. Again, I want him sold, but you can't say that for a 20-year-old. From the age of 20 to 24, 25, players dramatically can improve. So it's not. You can't say he's not got the ability to, because he's got some fundamentals in the regard of mentality. You know, he is a runner. He is confident and able to take shots. Do you know what I mean? He's brave in taking on his man. He's got things within his game that he can improve upon. So it's not like he's going to be a guaranteed failure. He can go and make us look stupid at Chelsea. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I'm just go on, sorry.
Sorry, I'm not saying failure. That's not where I'm going with this. But the way people talk about him, I think
he's not guaranteed. He's not guaranteed.
I think people think his ceiling is world class. I don't see that at all.
Yeah.
I think if he stayed at this club, I think if we were a top team, his ceiling is a bench player. That's how I feel about it. That's how let's say we make it back to the top, we're competing for titles, and he stays here and we develop him, right? I still think his ceiling is a bench player. That's what I think about him. Like, yes, we can say he's only 20. Yes, he has room. Obviously, he will improve. If he continues to play, he will improve. But I think his ceiling is mid-table Premier League starter. That's what I genuinely believe that. I feel like I've seen enough for me to think he's not going to be a starter for a top 3 team that's looking to compete for major honors. I just don't see that in him. That's how I contextualize it.
And that's okay. You know what I'm saying to you? A couple of super chats come in here. The Garnacho situation has made me realize how far standards have fallen. The guy's so mean, it's ridiculous. Get rid. United, a joke. Brentford got a right back for 16 million from Italy. Like Mike says, it's because of South American PR. If he was Bulgarian, no one would care. Ahmad was once a 20-year-old Garnacho. United will regret. Sell Garnacho for less, but pay for Dorgu 30 million SMH. Listen, this one here, I don't agree, man. Certain people are just good. You can see what they're about.
Yeah, come on.
What's this here?
But we've seen plenty of good failures. Do you know what I mean?
Ezekiel Lavezzi. Put some respect on Lavezzi, man.
No, Lavezzi was beast. Bro.
Bro, Lavezzi, are you taking a piss? Lavezzi.
Garnacho.
Aye, put some respect on that Napoli. The Napoli version of Lavezzi was cold, man. You know what I mean? Him and Cavani and them, man, bro, they were doing bits,
crazy.
Bro. That
crazy.
Was it 2011? I think it was. Yeah, that 2011 team. That was a cold team, man.
Can I? I don't want to get in trouble by saying this, but I want to use Greenwood as the comparison really quickly. Like,
you can use it.
All the drama aside, 20-year-old Mason Greenwood, he played a ton of football, right? A ton of football for us. Yeah. And the difference between him and Garnacho, like, it's not even close.
It's night and day, man.
But Greenwood was potential generational, though. Do you know what I mean? You look at Greenwood, and how many players are as good as Greenwood at that age? Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I think people equate Garnacho to that ilk. I genuinely believe a lot of fans are thinking he can become that level of player, and I just don't see it that way. But to be honest, people saying Garnacho and Januzaj, if we're being honest, Januzaj was a very high IQ footballer.
Oh, yes. Much better than Garnacho. Januzaj, much better quality on the ball, technique. Do you know what I mean? Striking of the ball.
And that was at 18. That was at 18. We already saw this at 18 in the struggle. Yeah, bro. United were struggling under David Moyes. We were like he was the.
He wasn't good enough, and we ended up saying he wasn't good enough, and we moved him on, like for less than what we're talking about with Garnacho. So it's like Again, 60 million. This is like we can get a proven starter for that price, a locked in quality starter for that price. And people are talking about, we should be thinking about 70. Like I've seen people in the past say we need to worry about Madrid coming in. Like he might go to Madrid. Like, huh? What are we talking about here?
Man. Shout out to Andy Tate, man. He said today we've got to be worried about him going to Real Madrid for 130 million, man. So listen, I don't know, man. Shout out to Andy Tate, but I don't think he's gonna go there, man. I hope he's gonna go Real Madrid anytime soon. But listen, I hope he does, because that means he's had a good career, but I doubt it. Tom Porter, member from Mob, says Garnacho tries to get penalties and free kicks all the time. Get rid. He's not the guy he thinks he is. So we get the money, yeah? Say we get the 60 million, right? We've got that money. It's locked in. That's locked in. Say, for example, yeah, we get in Dorgu and we spend that money before the Garnacho's money's come through. What do we do with this money that Chelsea give us? We got Nkunku, apparently. I don't know where this has come from, guys. Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, but is this a loan here, or is this an actual? We're trying to spend money on Nkunku. Does anybody know?
They want money for him, don't they? What's like 65 million or something for him? Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
they want money for him.
70 million, yeah.
What the fuck? Nah, if this is not a loan, yeah, I don't want Nkunku. I want Nkunku on loan. I want him on loan, bro. I don't want to spend money on Nkunku. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you know that, you know what I mean? I do rate the player. I do think he's a good player, but not to sign him. I don't want
those injuries, bro.
Yeah, not only the injuries, but just in general, like you don't want to be making a rash decision. You know what I mean? Because you then got you got to play him every single week after that. You know what I'm saying? So don't make a hasty decision.
We haven't seen him play consistently for 2 years.
Unless it's a loan, I don't want any player from Chelsea like that, man. After Mason,
yeah, seriously.
No, we've got to look at that seriously though. He did his knee ligament injury at Leipzig, didn't he, the year before he moved to Chelsea. Ever since then he's just struggled with injuries. When a player struggles with that after a big injury, you just got to walk away. I mean, you can't be looking at him. Chelsea are trying to walk away from him now. Do you know what I mean? And they're hoping that we do a Mason Mount and go and do something silly and go and offer him 60, 65 million, whatever. Now we just got to walk away from that. We don't even look at that. That's the point. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good player, but that's when he's on the field, and he's not going to be on the field much for us. So. Pointless.
No. And they're gonna want to get more money out of us as well. See what I'm trying to say?
The Mason Mount thing, even that's so frustrating, because even right now he could be like a solution to some of the issues right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not though. Stop it! Don't do it to yourself.
What I'm trying to say is because he's injured, we're not even considering him, which is mad because we spent so much money on him. That's the sad part about the whole Mason Mount deal. Like it's crazy. It's actually crazy. I can't lie.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Staffy, what you say, bro? You blessed, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good. Alhamdulillah. I feel like I'm sitting in a Sky Sports stream. What's this black?
Yeah, come on, bro. This is Sky
Get
Sports.
rid of this shit, bro. Give me back the real Saeed TV vibes, bro. What's this, bro?
This is transfer window special, man.
Nah, it's not good, bro. I like the one with Old Trafford in the back and all that. I feel like
you want to go down memory lane, yeah?
I like that one. This one, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with this one.
Okay, let me get you to Old Trafford then. Let me
questions like I'm being interviewed, but
yeah, man. What are you saying? What are you saying, man? What are you saying?
There we go. See, now I feel comfortable again.
Come on. What are you telling me?
No, I'm just listening to you guys. I know I'm joining a bit late, but I pretty much listened to almost the whole show. I was grocery shopping and I was Saeed TV in my ear, so it was a bit loud. But I told people I gotta listen to what these guys are saying. So when I go on, I know what to cash in on them. I heard Ash doesn't want Dorgu because he's 20 years old, but we're sitting here talking about Garnacho and he's also 20 years old. I didn't say
because he's 20 years old. That you completely took me out of what I was saying, Staffy. I said I don't want him because he's unproven. Do you know what I mean? I'll take Kirkez, who's 21-year-old. Do you know what I mean? So I've no issue with age. For me, it's the fact that he's come from Lecce, he's come from a relegation side, and we're spending 30 million on him. Do you know what I mean? And that's the risk for me. Whereas I want someone who's more guaranteed. That's all I was saying, Staffy. Nothing to do with age.
I get him. I mean, with age, you do get proven or not. That's the thing. But I'll be honest with you. If we were talking about Kirkez last year, I think it was when did they sign him? A year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago they signed him. Yeah,
a year and a half ago they signed him, and I think they signed him from like the Dutch league. So that's the thing, you know, we always do this unproven thing, but also we got upset when we miss out on signings like Caicedo. Remember when Caicedo was offered to us for 4 million and we said
But
no.
how much was it, though? Do you know what I mean? It's the prices. You know, there's
No, of
context
course.
to it as well. It's the price. You know, we're spending 30 million, and you look at Kirkes. How many Kirkeses that have gone on to fail in the Premier League? Do you know what I mean? What we've seen is he's passed the test at Bournemouth, hasn't he? So that's what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying. It's one of those where we might say no to him now. And to be fair, he looks like a very good player. And I read the scout reports on him and all that. And I did watch a little bit on him. In a year or so, he'll get picked up by someone because he's doing decent in Serie A. And then his price is going to double and going to be like, oh, remember when United rejected him? I understand he's a lot more than what Caicedo was when he was offered to us. But it's just, I'm talking about that example. You know, City just signed 2 20-year-olds. And actually, one of them is 19, one of them is 20.
Yeah.
And one of them went for like 40 million euros. I forgot what the other one was.
Said that. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, but unfortunately, things just get highlighted when you're Man United. And to be fair, the news doesn't help.
They can make those mistakes, though, can't they, Stafford? They can make those mistakes. We're not in a position to make those mistakes right now.
But see, you're pessimistic. You think it's a mistake. I don't know if it will be a mistake.
How are you optimistic after what you've seen for the last couple of years? Do you know what I mean? You
it's not that I'm optimistic. And you know what's funny coming from me, because people always said that I'm negative. It's not that I'm being negative or positive. It's just that I heard some of the examples that you guys were comparing over the last few years. But it is literally different people that are making these signings. The only similarity is they both operate under Manchester United. The people that are looking at these players right now are not the same people that looked at Anthony, looked at Højlund. All these people are gone. They're all gone. So if you, this is what we are literally the definition of trauma. You know what I'm saying? We just have trauma from the past. That's why we're taking on to the next person. It's like you're dating a girl and her ex-boyfriend was abusive. Now she thinks you're going to be abusive just because she got abused once. It doesn't mean that you're going to do it. She just has that trauma carrying on from her past relationship. We are carrying on that trauma from the old regime because they made a lot of incorrect signings. I look at Dorgu. I think he's very important for us to sign. I think Kirkes is a little bit overhyped, and I'm not going to lie. He's not the signing for us anyways. That's a Liverpool signing all over it because they need a fullback. He needs a fullback. We don't need a fullback. We need an attacking wing back. Someone who's preferably a winger or someone who can play both, and that's what
you say. That Kirk has played left wing for Bournemouth. He can play both. He plays left back and left wing. Do you know what I mean? He can play both.
But he was pretty meaty at it. I'll be honest. He's not that attacking.
But he will supply a lot of chances and crosses. He's got good crosses and that better than what we've got.
Yeah, but here's what we need. We need final third decision making. Okay, this kid on the scouting reports. I think did I say that to you, Saeed, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I said it on my channel. He's the only sorry, not the only player. He has the highest succession rate, basically, like in attacking returns in the final third for his position in his age group. So no one else in his age group in that position has better decision making in the final third than him. And I remember I tweeted. You can go and check his site. I tweeted that like 3 days ago.
Second is Quenda. Second was Quenda, right?
Second is Quenda. There you go.
Second is Quenda. There you go. Take your pick. Quenda, Dorgu. You know what I mean?
So, but the point that I'm saying is, Saeed, you can kind of see what kind of player that they're going for, and it does match what Amram has been saying, what a lot of people have been saying.
Facts.
Remember when Amram was linked to us at first, and everyone started making these videos, and they were talking about, how Amram's system is going to work at United. What kind of players does Amram need? A lot of the trusty people that I was listening to were saying this. They were like, he likes decision makers in the final third, good decision makers in the final third, playing on both flanks. When you look at Dorgu, he is the example of what he needs. We can't look at fullbacks and say, sign him because he looks good when he doesn't fit what we need. We need someone who's attacking minded and can track back. This kid is an athlete. He's 20 years old. And he makes good decisions in the final third. If we don't go for him because he's expensive, but we sign someone similar in profile, I have no problem. As long as you're doing your research and you're doing your due diligence. I don't want us to go for the wrong profiles because we're like, but he's Premier League proven. That doesn't mean anything to me. Most of these players that come into the big teams don't even come from Premier League teams. Go look at all the recent transfers from Liverpool and Chelsea and Man City. Most of them don't even come from.
What do you mean, like Sadio Mane, Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robertson?
Let's see how long ago you went. See how long ago you went. And Sadio Mane was a lot.
What about Man City? Do you know what I mean? They got a few as well.
They just signed 3 players outside the Premier League. That's what I'm saying. When's the last time? But that's what I'm saying.
But it happens on both ways. Do you know what I mean? Like you can guarantee success from the Premier League by buying quality Premier League players.
By no means that I say you don't shop in the Premier League. I'm just saying it happens a lot. This notion that only United is doing it is not true. A lot of people are doing that. As an example, if you tell me we want someone Premier League, I'll say, you know what? Sell Garnacho, get that money, and put that money on Cunha right now. Shout out to Elite Pundit. No one's been talking about Cunha more than him. But if you tell me right now, if we can go for one Premier League proven player to get in, I'd be like, bro, that's the one.
Bro, go all out for Cunha, man.
Because that guy actually played into overseas. He wasn't actually that good at Atletico Madrid. Came to Wolves, absolutely banged. And right now, he's how old is he? 24, 25? He'd be worth every penny. And he fits exactly to the T what we're trying to do. So if I'm going to spend big ash on a Premier League proven player, I'd go and get Cunha because I know Cunha, the chances of him failing...
an upgrade for Garnacho. That's mad. It's crazy.
That's a massive upgrade. And he fits exactly. Like, Saeed, this role that we have is tailor-made for him. This is a tailor-made role for Matheus Cunha. That's why I would go for it. I would do that, bro. I would do that deal. I would sign it with my eyes closed. That's how much I trust it. You know what I'm saying? These are the positions where I'm like, let's get Premier League proven players. But if we need wingbacks, and by the way, we're going to need another one this summer anyway, so it's not like it's just going to be Dorgu. If I can go and I can get potential in these positions, that is not going to cost me too much, because I think it's going to be about 40 million euros for today's market. 30, that's not that much. 33. You're talking about an inflated market anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Big up to Football or Soccer, my guy, bro. Hope you're well, man. He says we always hold on to players for too long. Let's not do the same mistake we did with Rashi. Nacho won't even be valued this high. 60 and run. Rashford. That's what I'm saying. Rashford, we missed out on the best ever deal, man. Them PSG. How much were PSG looking to come in that summer when Rashford was available?
Rumored like 80 million or something.
I think it was fake though.
80 million, bro.
I don't think they were gonna.
It was just rumors. I don't think any was concrete.
Nah, but bro, we'd have took that money though, bro. At that time, bro, we could have pushed in for Rashford.
I bet you they wouldn't have taken it if it was real. Million. Yeah, if it was real, I bet you they still wouldn't have done it, which is your point. I still think they would have been like, no, Rashi's our guy. But yeah,
no, but you understand why. Like it was much difficult. It's much more difficult to sell Rashford at that time than it is to sell Garnacho now. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and shit on him. But I don't want anyone to listen to me, bro. If Chelsea's listening to this, don't underestimate Saeed TV, bro. Maybe someone is listening. Someone's gonna go and be like, yo, look at this stream. They're saying Garnacho shit. Are we doing the right deal? I'm not doing that. Garnacho's a very good player. If we're being honest, bro, you don't get 60 million for a player who, honestly, for us, is just a squad player. He's nothing more than a squad player right now. Is he a 70 million or 60 million squad player's worth? He doesn't give us 60 million pounds or euros cameos every game. That game that he played yesterday, I don't think it was that bad. But honestly,
it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't 60 million worth.
It's just average.
Bro, when he came out against Brighton, when he came on against Brighton, did anyone look at that cameo? It was like, yo, we have a 60 million talent sitting on the bench. No one thinks that. So why would you?
What we saying? Florian Petterberg hype. Are we saying hype? Florian Petterberg hype.
What he say? I'm seeing the chat saying Bumba.
No, but what we saying? What we saying? Is he hype? Florian Petterberg hype or not, madam?
Letty, I don't know, bro. What do you say, bro? Depends. If I like the news, then it's not hype.
He's saying, understand that Man United have now seriously entered the race for Christopher Nkunku. Man United are in direct contact with Chelsea. Manchester United have a chance with Nkunku because even today there's been no developments with Bayern. But Maxwell Erbel still keen on Nkunku.
We'll get him on a loan. I'm not gonna lie.
East Sky Sports Germany's Darmesh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, basically, yeah. He's always one. Brother, I don't want, like, for me, I'm even starting to look at, like, the loan, because they're going to say obligation to buy Chelsea. They don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
We don't want obligation to buy either. Forget that, man. That's
what I'm saying, bro.
Option to buy is always good news.
Option and obligation is not the same.
There's no options anymore, man. When have you seen option nowadays, man? There ain't no option
still do
nowadays.
That. Option to buy, of course.
Where is it? You tell me an option to buy nowadays, and I'm talking about certified ballers. There ain't. There's now obligation to buy. You get me? I don't know. Felix or Nkunku, man, them. Which one would you take?
Yeah,
I'll tell you why they want to move this guy. How much you think this guy makes?
He's a lot of money, He's on a lot of money.
This guy is their fourth highest earner for people who don't know. And he makes more money than Palmer. And Enzo.
Yeah. Man said balloon merchant, That's crazy.
Basically, this guy went to Chelsea before they did the whole wage restructure. and that's why they
Yeah.
want to offload him. They want to get rid of him before they get rid of Joao Felix, because Joao Felix doesn't even make that much money. He makes 130. This guy makes almost 200K.
Forget
So you
Joao
can
Felix.
understand why they're trying to move. He's our equivalent of Sancho last summer.
Yeah,
So
basically.
if we, sorry, Kupo, what you saying?
No, I said yeah. Basically, I disagreed.
You disagree with what?
No, I
Agreed.
agreed. I
Oh,
agreed.
my bad. My bad. Yeah. I'm just saying, I think they're just trying to move it on because of money. But here's the thing. If we get a separate deal done for Garnacho, and just to seal the deal, smoothing up the deal a little bit, but like, you know what? Just because you guys cooperated with us, we'll take Nkunku until the end of the season as a loan. I would not be upset at all. That would that would be ideal. Because guess what? If we're not able to get Cunha, we ride out the season for 6 months with a player who, let's be honest, he'd be decent for us, you know, and there's no strings attached.
It's better than
Get rid of him
Garnacho.
when the loan is over, and then we go in the summer, and guess what? We'll use all that Garnacho money for a 10 that we actually need. That is the perfect deal for us if it happens in that scenario. Garnacho sale and Nkunku loan. Anything else, it ruins the scenario for me, and I don't want it.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Like, that's what we're on right now, man. I just think for me, it's like, yo, we need to make the right decision, man. We can't be doing no mess around here. We need to be getting this Cunha, man. Cunha is the one, bro. I'm telling you guys, like, that's the one we should be looking at. We should be going getting. If not, then I've seen Tyler Diblin. Man, I don't see Tyler Diblin mentioned today as well.
How much?
I don't know, you know, man. At the start of the week, I was hearing like 60 million on that, bro. I don't think it will be. They have no right to, bro. They ain't got no leverage. They're going down, bro.
Wait till they get relegated.
Yeah, man. I don't mind waiting. That one there, you can wait till the summer, man. You don't have to necessarily go get him now. Wait till the summer when they're relegated. They need money. They need to invest in their squad, and see you later. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's where my head's at in that regards. But you know, do you think we're just gonna go and get the one transfer, or do you think it will be two? Coop Baller, start with you.
I think they're gonna actually try and go for two, you know, because I think that's what Amorim wants, at least minimum. I think it's quite clear that we need as much as we can in this transfer window. Wing back priority, and if we can get obviously somebody in that left 10 position or in the 10 position, I think that's a priority right now. And then obviously get rid of the players that he doesn't want, and it seems like the players who are on bigger wages seem to be the players that are going to be, you know, leaving Manchester United. Someone just said Casemiro right now. We know
Bro, the Casemiro one is bugging me, you know, man.
Why though?
Because you know what it is? The manager don't rate him, yeah. Apparently he's not played. I think he's only played once in the last 12 games or twice in the last 12 games. What on earth, yeah, are we doing keeping him then? Like, what are you doing? You can't have a man like that on the bench, yeah, that's basically is on 350 grand a week, yeah, and we're not looking to sell him or actively looking to sell him. You know,
we just can't sell him because of his wages. His wages are so high. You know,
what else? Like who can bring in 350K in January?
Saudi.
No,
bro,
of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Man, why is it
so much money,
man?
350,
bro. It's because of his age as well. Like, he's not got much value. Like for a team to bring somebody that age and then pay him 350, like it's not gonna. It's not really gonna work.
And even Rashford, bro. Rashford as well, man. Like, bro, you need to leave as well, my guy, man. Stop sitting around Old Trafford,
bro,
man.
It's too difficult. It's too difficult to. How much is he on? 300.
300 and 350. We're talking about 650K in wages, Temi, on two players.
Man, it's pissing me off, you know, man.
Of course, no one wants.
Bro, who's gonna like the Rashford one? Is just tough because it's like there's just no club that can like. There's no Premier League club that's willing to take that on. He's at this point he's a mid-table Premier in terms of what he offers. It like there's some like if you're Aston Villa, why would you want Marcus Rashford? Like why? What is the reason? You know what I'm saying? Like. You know, like there's no team that's worth investing 300K for that player. It's just not worth it. It's tough.
Okay. They say, oh shit, they say swap deal now. Let's go say swap deal.
Nah,
that's nonsense. He just doesn't understand. He doesn't understand finances and football finances.
Bro,
Swap deal. That doesn't help us at all.
He's welcome,
Yeah,
bro.
on that, man.
The
On
the
that.
news
Don't
came out
swap,
yesterday saying that we're selling because of PSR, but now you're telling me we're
Yeah.
swapping. Swapping
Yeah,
doesn't
no
do anything
swap.
for PSR.
Yeah, no swap.
Plenty hype,
deal.
bro.
That's
Plenty
even
hype.
a
Yeah,
silly
plenty
deal.
hype, man. But yeah, going back to what you're saying there, the Rashford thing's very annoying, man. His brother's gone to he's gone to Barcelona. Apparently met with Deco. He's apparently met with who's he met with else? Well, who is he gone
Dortmund.
to?
Dortmund,
Dortmund.
Dortmund are not paying all that money. Bro.
AC Milan nowhere near. They're not paying him now because I think they've
Yeah,
got too many
Milan is
English
over.
players now. You know, in terms of the quota. Like, bro, like where's this brother going, bro? Like
He's going
seriously,
nowhere,
like,
Saeed. He's going nowhere. He's staying with us. No one's
That's
taking him.
yeah, you know that's my
Fuck with
worst
him.
nightmare. My worst nightmare is if February
Yeah,
1st
same.
hits and we have Rashford. That is a nightmare. Because all eyes now are gonna be on Emerim. Do you keep him out for the rest of the season? Or are you gonna
Yeah,
put him on the
bro.
bench?
They're gonna
You're
ask him questions
reintegrate
every
him.
week.
Exactly. And you know what it is, Timmy? It's a lose-lose situation for him. When he doesn't play him, they're gonna blame him and the club for wasting 300K a week. If they do play him, they say, "Oh, look, he went back on his word. He lost the dressing room. Oh, he's gonna fall for he's gonna be a victim like all the other managers." The worst thing that can happen for this club, and I don't want to see that day, is February 1st. Rashford is here.
He's not
It's
not
going to
staying,
be
man.
bad.
I think Amarim's kind of told the club that this guy has to leave by any, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the problem with Rashford, because I think he probably overestimated himself in terms of the other team wanting Rashford to come, etc. PSG just bought another left winger. Most of the better teams in Europe, they're not really looking for somebody like Rashford. They're not looking for somebody on those kind of wages as well. But I think when you look at Amarim's body language and everything about Rashford, it's like this guy has to be gone. It's almost like the Aubameyang Arteta situation in that January where Arsenal had to. I think Arsenal did they pay as well for
They paid him
Aubameyang?
off and they told him to just leave.
That's what I'm saying. Like they had to listen because Arteta was like, this guy has to leave. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is the similar kind of situation.
But he didn't have a lot on his contract
Bro.
left, I'll tell you that. I think he had like a year and a half. Whereas Rashford, I don't know how many years he had. I think
Rashford's
has
got like
4
3 years, man,
years.
2.5 years.
Yeah, that's a contract you can't get out of. And you know what it is? I'm actually surprised for someone who didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia because he wants to still play in Europe and he's a competitive personality, all that. I'm just so surprised that he didn't say, listen, just give up most of my money or whatever it is that the club wants to do and just move me the fuck on from here because I want to go play football somewhere else and show them what they're missing out on. The lack of competitive edge that he has right now is absolutely insane to me. Like it's actually insane because he's about to rot on the bench for
He's
6 more
rotting,
months
yeah, exactly.
and just
Yeah,
to collect
bro.
his money.
It's 300K a week, bro, to chill.
But then
Bro.
Anthony,
No, but see what you just said there, Timmy.
Yeah,
Chill.
I'm just, that's why I
Depends
know.
on where your
But the thing
mentality
is, no,
is.
hold on.
Listen.
Let's break this down. Real Betis, yeah. I looked at their their wage list, yeah. They're paying 84% of Anthony's wages, which will be, around about 175, maybe.
They're really
100.
paying 84.
So 84% of his wages.
Really?
And he's on 220, I think he's on.
That's a lot of. Wait, where'd you
A
get
lot.
that from?
Fabrizio today, bro. Fabrizio.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So
Bro,
if
that's
Real
a lot
Betis
of
can
money.
pay that, I'm sorry, man. I'm not having this idea of like it's his wages, bro. Like, there'll be clubs after him. I just think it's maybe clubs just don't want him, guys. They don't rate
Yes,
him
that's
like
what I'm.
that.
The clubs aren't after him.
Wait, so
That's
Betis
the
are
thing,
paying
man.
184 side a week.
So what's his wages right now? What's his wages
He's
right
on
now?
220. So 80%. What did you say? 84%?
Yeah.
It's about 184. 800.
184
so
then, 184. Yeah.
That is a lot.
184.
Yo, Betis are real ones, bro. I'm gonna do watch.
And look at it. Go and look at Real Betis. I checked it before on Nuruddin's show. Yeah, Real Betis. Go in there. Isco's on the highest amount. Isco, and he's on like 100 grand a week or
They
something.
have
Like
known
that.
to be doing things like that. They did it with Fakir, didn't they? Paid him big money when he was on his way.
Yeah,
to
bro.
Yeah, that's a good
And
point.
they paid all that money, bro. So end of the day, I don't think it's about
money.
wages, guys. Okay. Let me give you an example now. Did you not see Araujo's new deal? By the way, tell me, did you see Araujo's new deal?
No, I didn't see it.
He's getting 300 grand a week
At Barcelona.
Look at these guys, bro.
at Barcelona.
I thought he was going to
Crazy.
even leave. What the hell?
Brother, I just
Crazy.
seen it this morning, bro. Araujo is getting
Nah, bro.
300
He's
grand
not
a
even-
week, bro.
He's not even worth that. That's mad.
Now they won league title. They won a league title with him. I mean, shit.
5.5-year deal.
They was trying to move it on, Temi, and out of
No,
nowhere,
no,
you know,
here.
okay, actually, let's get a little
We're going here.
Yeah, 25. I mean, shoot.
He's got
He's
a release clause.
not worth 300K. He's not worth 300K, but
He's got a release clause, you know. Release clause 65 million euros. It will go up in 2026 to 26. So basically, he's only here for a year, you know. He's gonna leave next summer, man, or whatever. He's gonna leave
He's gonna go Italy, man. Watch, he's gonna go Italy. Bro.
Yeah. I think they're just I don't think he'll be there. So say now, what's this guy? Does anybody know where his money is?
they extended his contract to 2031.
Yeah,
2031.
It's 2031 now, Saeed.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying he's got a release clause.
And
Someone go find out his wages, man.
Where'd you get 300 from?
Yeah, there you go. What's it again? Sorry.
It's saying that he's making 192 now. He's not making 300. Where do you see?
Nah, genuinely, bro. Genuinely, there you go. As part of the deal, Araujo will earn 15 million euros a year gross annually, put him in the top tier of wage earners at the club. He was earning 9 million gross previously. So now he's going to be earning 15 million euros.
Because when you renew your contract, you have to upgrade the wages.
15 million euros. So what's that? 15 million euros.
What website are you looking at, Saeed? Because I don't see none of this over here.
It's that Rayman guy, the aggregate account. He's quite.
I'm gonna send you this because this is because
Nah,
he was on 7 mil a year. Check the private chat. He was on 7 mil a year.
People
Right
saying it's
now,
a
he's on
DiMarzio tweet. It's a DiMarzio
He went
tweet.
from. It says here he went from 134 to 192. So he went from
Is this
7
updated
mil.
though? Is this updated?
Yeah, because you can see
This
the
is
details.
this is reliable as well.
Yeah, because look, if you look at the first table, it says starting 2024, 2025. So it shows you how much he's going to earn.
Okay. So there's conflicting reports, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, but this source is pretty good.
Yeah, this one here, I always go on Copology. So maybe, but it still doesn't like.
It's still a lot of money, anyways.
It's still a lot of money, bro. So end of the day, Barcelona can afford his wages.
They need to move on Ansu Fati. That's the issue, Saeed.
Ansu Fati, yeah.
Ansu Fati.
Well, like Moses messaged me saying, "Yo, would you take a swap deal, Ansu Fati for Rashford?"
Hell no.
Saying, "Yo, relax."
Nah,
Hell no, man. Musa, he's washed, man.
No.
People saying Gianluca
Wait, who said
DiMarzio. 1 second. DiMarzio saying new contacts between Napoli and Garnacho's agent. They do not give up. Bro,
Not
give
even
up
enough.
hype,
Have they
man.
signed
Send the
Marlon
money.
yet? Have they signed Marlon yet? Because it's supposed to.
No, not Marlon. It's what's his
Sonny
name again, bro?
Marlon.
Adeyemi.
Adeyemi.
Marlon is in
West Ham. Well,
Villa,
Villa, sorry.
innit? For 20
Bro,
million.
you know what?
Yeah.
Listen. You know what? Yeah, Chelsea's just the icing on the cake, bro. Yeah, but if I get my 60 million from Napoli, then it is what it is. Like, obviously, my focus is on Chelsea because it's Chelsea. But for the betterment of the football club and to not be petty and to not lose out on money, we need to sell him. Yeah, that's the main thing anyway. We need to sell Garnacho. But obviously, if he goes to Chelsea, that will be a brilliant. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying to you? So, end of the day, yeah, for me, Rashford, I don't know what he's on. I don't know if he's trying to, get in the good books. I don't know. Yeah. But all I'm saying to you right now is that for me, this brother, the bad thing is, yeah, we're not going to get anything out of him in January, Then he's going to come back in the summer and his value goes less. His value goes less. Because then he goes
Tough situation.
It's tough, man, then. And then you know what he's going to wait till the manager gets sacked. That's what
if this manager gets sacked, I might be done, bro. I actually might be done. We're gonna go find a new hobby, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Brother, it's peak. I swear down.
I'm not even joking, bro. I just might be done, bro. I might be done.
Yeah,
I went through the Knicks being shit and being a good team now, and it wasn't as annoying as this. The Knicks being shit was very shit.
The Knicks are getting better though. The Knicks are getting better though, man.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like I saw the Knicks go from like literally from poverty to being a good franchise, and it wasn't as annoying as this.
Yeah,
this actually annoys me more.
This is next level. This is next level, bro. This is next level.
Because you know what, Gary? It's just I don't see the hope.
No, I don't. Bro, did you see?
You know what I'm trying to do, Temi? I was trying to look at like other managers that could come in here if Amrin was obviously we're not gonna.
No.
Bro,
already.
They say
Wow.
that's negative.
brother,
bro. That's negative.
brother.
man.
I'm not
Man.
saying that, bro. I'm just saying,
yeah,
yeah. I was in my head, yeah. I was thinking, yo,
He was looking.
I was in the gym today, yeah, and I was looking at the phone. I was like, yo, Nagelsmann signed a new deal to 2028.
No, Saeed. I hate
Bro,
to be
Right
the
in my head,
bearer
I
of
was like,
bad
yo,
news.
Nagelsmann, where you going, man?
Saeed,
Where you
I
going?
hate to be the bearer of
I'm
bad
saying,
news,
I'm not
Saeed.
saying, obviously, I'm not saying it's gonna be that. Hopefully, I won it. You know, but I was checking. I was like, yo, Nagelsmann, what are you doing, bro? Listen, we need an
Wait,
emergency
Saeed,
one.
Saeed,
you know?
let me tell you this. If Emery is to get sacked, which is insane that we're even talking
No,
about
of course, we're not
Sack
sinking.
It's
him.
insane.
No, but hear me out.
We're
Sack
not.
him before you sign the players for him. Because once you build a team that plays three in the back, you are fucked if you have to sack this manager.
I know.
There's not a lot of coaches that
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
but you know, because Nagelsmann does that, doesn't he? That's what Saeed's saying. Nagelsmann comes in and just takes over. Do you know what I mean?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
carries
Just in
on.
general, like Ash, I'm just saying, like once you're in, it's one of those like once you're in, you can't half-ass it. You have to actually finally build a team that plays three in the back. And if it doesn't work, just know that your options are much slimmer because the majority of coaches play four in the back, not three in the back. So your pool of managers starting now, since we decided to go to Emery, is gonna always be a lot slimmer. So listen, we better get this shit right, or we're fucked, bro.
Do you see how?
I think they've got contingency plans. I think they got contingency because they were looking at Tuchel, they were looking at Nagelsmann. Do you know what I mean? They were looking at the three at the back. So yeah, now I feel like they're good. I feel like
you see the media frenzy the past week with Emery. Like first of all, this man looks like he's aged like
1 second.
Like 10 years, bro. Like he has bags under his eyes, bro. His eyes are bloodshot.
Like Temi, Manchester is no sun, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's what it's like here. Do you know what I mean? There's no light, so you do.
Bro, he looks like he's struggling, bro. I'm like, oh my days. This guy is like probably operating on 2 hours of sleep a day. He's just stressed all the time.
Yeah.
He's being honest too. He's like, man, this is one of the worst teams ever, and then that turned into a thing. Like
he just tweeted Saeed, yeah.
What's his
he can't win for losing.
He tweeted the same. Fabrizio saying Manchester United and Chelsea had initial talks about potentially separate deals for Nkunku and Garnacho at the end of December. Rob Dawson reported today it's still ideal for the two clubs, but not concrete, close or advanced.
I swear down, bro.
But see what I'm saying? No, but see what I said? It's separate deals. I'm good with that. I want 2 separate deals. That's what it says over here. Potential separate deals. I'm good. Make a sale. Get me out of PSR trouble so I can move forward and make signings. Because once that happens, it means I could sign someone else. You know?
Bro, we don't listen. If you're not loaning us, bro, we don't want this brother, bro. You get me? Like, I'm not willing to take a risk on a Nkunku, bro. You get me?
But it doesn't really say a sale side. It could be a loan. They're saying he's just saying 2 separate deals.
Brother. Listen,
Football, it's like give it up, bro. We're not getting Felix. I told you that already.
No, I don't think we're getting Felix.
We don't want Felix anyway, bro. No, bro.
If we're gonna loan, if we're gonna loan the one, I don't care which one we loan, but I know they're gonna loan us this brother because they want to get.
Yeah, but bro, Felix is not it, man. He's not it.
You know what is actually you speak on that because I'll be honest with you, bro. I've never seen a player this guy just pump fakes us all the time. For years, we've been expecting this guy to be good. You know that Carmelo meme where he almost shot the 3 at Brooklyn and he just did it? That's him. That's his career. He goes to Atletico. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna blow up. Doesn't do nothing. He goes to fucking Chelsea. Doesn't do nothing.
plays like that. If you watch him in a game, he'll do 3 things that are so out of this world, and then that's it. That's literally João Felix has played like you will see a move and you think, how the hell do you do that? And then that's it. You don't see him again, and then the next game he will do one thing like nutmegs. That's it. Like that's
you know what he does, bro.
I've watched him football from when he was young. Unbelievable talent, but he's one of those players that you keep talking about his potential, and you will never actually see his full potential. There's not a player that
you know. Yeah, bro.
It's good to look at. It's good to look at.
Yeah, he's a pretty
young, but it's not. Yeah,
he's a luxury. Remember, like before Dybala, the injuries happened with Dybala. Bro, Dybala was so cold. Like I think you know what I mean. Way better. Way better. But I think the hype around Felix is equivalent to that of Dybala. But Dybala actually did stuff. Like, yeah, exactly. But those players actually did things. Felix is like Felix will do something, and then it'll go all over the internet. People blow up and don't watch him for another 10 games, and he's been mid to 10 games. It's like
he's a pretty footballer. That's what he said. But there's a difference
between
being a pretty footballer and someone who plays winning football.
Effective
He doesn't
football.
play
Yeah.
Someone said he's like Liao, bro. Liao is a baller. You can't do that. Man.
Nah,
Liao is
Nah.
more effective.
Yeah, I'm about
Liao's
to say, come on,
explosive,
bro.
man. Felix explosive, man.
Yeah,
But
Liao is
you know
done
what?
way more than Felix.
He has to be. You know what he has to be? He has to be the James Rodriguez to the Isco. Remember when they benched James Rodriguez for Isco and then they won like 3 Champions Leagues in a row? Real Madrid. That's what he is, bro. You know, he's no longer that wonder kid that went to Atleti for like 8 years. People just gotta give it up. We've seen him fail at Barca. We've seen him fail at Atleti. We've seen him fail at Chelsea. He's just not gonna be what we thought he's gonna be. You know, just be that pretty footballer that comes off the bench, gives us moments, and that's it. You know. So no, I'm not really trying to get that. You know.
Yeah.
Felix is better than Leao.
No.
Fucking.
I think for me,
We'll go way back there now.
Two different players. Weird comparison. I'll be honest.
Yeah, if
It's
they're
a weird
flirting,
comparison, but it's just like, come on, like, what are we talking about here?
I don't know why we're not going for Cunha, man. Them. What's wrong with us, man?
Yeah, that's.
They're not going to sell him. They're not going to sell him, bro. They're not going to sell him in January from nothing.
Nah, he's forcing a move to him. He's not signing that new contract.
Yeah, exactly.
Waters, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be between
That's
us.
the Waters, man. What we're
Forest
doing
and
Nkunku
Arsenal.
first. And Nkunku's like last option, man. You shouldn't be looking at Nkunku right now. Go and look at
Nah.
Yes,
Cunha,
it's man.
man.
We need to make the sale.
Turkey. Even Turkey as well, bro. He's available.
Turkey be ball.
Turkey's not
Baller.
coming to us, bro. Let's be honest.
Hey, what's wrong
I
with
said
us,
Turkey's
man?
not coming.
Nkunku, yeah, if you're not getting him on loan, forget it. Yeah. No swap deal, no separate deal, nothing. Just a loan. Yeah. But it cannot be part of the Garnacho loan. Keep it separate. Keep it, you know what I'm saying to you, man? Let's not manifest this kind of situation here. Just
By
a
the way-
loan. Yeah, go on.
By the way, yeah, how much would you pay? What's the most you'd pay for Cunha?
Cunha, around about 70.
70 is high, you know.
70 is not high for me. They bought him for 50. You know what I'm saying to you? So
Yeah, I don't think 70 is too high for Cunha.
70 is not too high, bro. 70
I think-
70 is a going rate. Bro,
Bro, that's high
Garnacho's
for
going for
Cunha,
60, bro.
Think about how much Isak went for.
Yeah, but he's coming from Wolves, bro.
So
Hey?
why does that matter?
70 is not too bad, bro. 70 is not too bad.
It's like, okay, how much would you pay for him?
How much Spurs pay for Solanke? Like, do you know what I mean?
Solanke's 65 million.
It's 65, yeah.
Johnson was 50.
Striker,
What?
man. His
Again,
value's
what's
already
that
higher.
saying here, man?
Yeah,
70 is
to be
ridiculous.
fair,
What are you talking
strikers
about?
because you sell goals. Goals are always the most expensive thing to pay. for.
Yeah, he's a
Havertz
striker.
went for 65. Listen, we're getting 70 for flipping.
70.
We've got like, come
70
on, guys,
January.
man. No, I'm not. Yeah, January, you got to pay a little bit more. Bro, are you man all right, man? 70 for Cunha is not bad.
Wait, how much would you pay Kubala?
Max 60, bro.
Bro,
Bro, I
you
can't
can't
deal
pay
with
60
10 million.
after 2 years of development.
Exactly.
was
You
50.
can't. They literally bought him for like 45, 50.
Yeah.
They paid 50 million euros for him.
They paid 50 million, bro.
He's
So
one of
The only saving
he's one of
grace
the best
is
sets in the league
that
right now.
he only has 2 years left. So it's like he's not on a big contract. So that's the
Bro,
only
bro,
way you can move your way.
Nottingham Forest put a world record bid apparently of 60 million. Apparently they rejected that as well.
Yeah, we'd have to go.
Ah,
like,
Wolves are looking at us and going, "You paid 90 million for Anthony,
Yeah,
and you're gonna
that's
come
a
here."
problem.
Yeah.
That's
To be fair, there's also players that you could get for cheaper. Lookman, I wouldn't mind Lookman for 4. How much did Lookman release cost? 50 million. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, the Cunha is
Yeah,
better.
that would be a very good.
Cunha is better than
Nah,
him.
listen.
Cunha fits us.
Bro, I
You
don't
think
know,
so?
man. I think they're equally as
You
good
think
as each other, man.
Yeah, I
You
think
can't,
Cunha.
you, can't,
Listen,
you can't say that, you know. That's
No,
very,
I like
Lukman's a better. Listen, that's
Argument again.
my Nigerian brother. That's my Nigerian brother. He's cold. He's
I fuck
cold.
with
But
Lookman,
I think
bro.
he's
That's
just-
not even that.
I just think Cunha's a bit better.
bro.
I think
He's
He's,
close.
Lookman is proven though. Like in
Lookman
the
is
big
proven, man.
Yeah.
Lookman is
Yeah,
proven.
he's proven.
You
Yeah,
know what it
he's
is, footballer. Look at
Not in the
off
Prem.
the ball. And I'll be honest, I did watch Cunha more than Lookman, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I watched as much Lookman as I did with Cunha. But just watch him off the ball, bro. He's literally, bro. He's gonna be the left-sided Ahmad for us.
What's the
Everything he
release
does
cost,
off the ball is
55 million.
identical to Ahmad, if not better. Go watch that game again when he faced us, bro. That guy cooked
Never
us.
stops. Yeah,
The way
never
he
What's
stops.
tracked
release
back,
cost?
got the ball, started the build-up, let the counter attack. Everything he does on the ball, bro, and off the ball is absolutely amazing.
But I feel like his end product is not the best of what people try and make it out.
Yeah, he's not a volume scorer.
Yeah, he's not a goal scorer.
It's not like
goal
all the
scorer.
time, like he's on point. He because sometimes when you play for Wolves, it happened with Declan Rice as well. Like certain games, you see that the guy doesn't play. He was at West Ham. And then when you're at a bigger club, it's more highlighted now. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like he's good.
But that's not the job you're hiring him for. You're absolutely spot on. He's not a volume scorer, but that's not the job you're hiring for. Like look at Ahmed as an example. And let's just be honest. I love Ahmed, but Ahmed is not a volume scorer as well. Like go look at when Emre came in. I think he had like 3 goals in his first 10 plus games, which is not a great return. You know what I'm saying?
He can be though. Ahmad definitely can. You look what he did at Sunderland.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He definitely can be a volume.
And also, Cunha's end product is more impressive than Lookman's. Like it's more impressive in worse teams. Like think about that. He's playing with worse players.
You can't do that because when teams play Atalanta and the way they play Atalanta compared to how they play Wolves is not the same. You can't do that.
You know, it's much harder to play in a worse team in my opinion. I think it's way harder to play in a worse team. Has more of the ball. Yeah,
I agree. But what I'm trying to say is that when you're playing at Wolves, we've seen this with Grealish at Man City and Villa. When you're picking up the ball and running into space, it's very different than picking up the ball and there's 2 or 3 guys marking you. It's not the same. So
you think it's harder to play to get more goals, GA at a better team? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm not saying that because obviously you're playing with better quality players, but I'm saying that sometimes the systems that you play against, it makes it harder for you to be as effective or for you to see your strength. For example, when Cunha came to Old Trafford the start of last season, we seen how he was just running through and United was giving him space.
Yeah.
But if you're seeing another team come to Old Trafford, it's very rare that you're going to see teams line up that way against Man United. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not a good player. I'm just saying that you see more of his strengths playing there, and that's why I said like. I think they're both good. Like Lookman is that's my Nigerian brother, but
Lookman is cold, man. He's cold.
I think Cunha can do more in this. I think this system. Listen, granted, Lookman plays
even
back
left
too.
general, he can go out wide.
He can do it. Yeah, he can do it. He can do it. I just think Cunha's a bit better.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But for me, like I said, I think ultimately, there's options out there. Like I said, he's got a release clause. Pay the release clause. You know what I mean? Like there's literally options out there for us, for us to be like chilling with Nkunku, bro. Like allow it, man. You know what I mean? Like with Nkunku, don't get me wrong, he's good, but I don't know. There's something missing though in his game that I just think we haven't seen in the Premier League. But I do believe he's got something about him that maybe this left 10 role can do something. But then I'm like,
but it's not that Saeed. It's just injuries, bro. Like he's a quality.
You can't
player,
rely on him.
Yeah, you can't rely. He's a quality player, but you can't rely. He's not been able to get a rhythm. Like playing Premier League and being injured, coming in, playing 20, bro. He's not even been able to play a full season. And I feel like you can't really. You're not going to see the best of him like that.
Is he injured right now as well? Is he injured right now?
No. It's just they don't play him that much. Do you know what I mean? They just limit his minutes.
They don't have a role for him.
They worry.
He's not a 10. He's not a 9. He's not a left winger. They don't have a role for him.
What? Is he injured though right now?
No, he's not injured. He's not.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
They just limit his minutes.
He just
Puppeteers have said inactive discussions between 2 clubs, different scenarios for a potential deal to bring Garnacho to Chelsea have been brought up, including as expected players. United doing checks on different players as well as these good discussions. But for now, just that.
One thing I would say about Nkunku though, he's got football IQ.
He has. He's
got football IQ, man.
He's got football IQ. You know what I mean? They play with the Conference League, bro. Honestly, bro, did he even come on against Wolves, man? Let me see if he came on against Wolves.
I don't think so.
Chelsea's last. Let's look at Chelsea's last couple of games, man. Has he even come on in the picture yet, bro?
I don't think he came on against Wolves, I watched the game. I don't remember him coming on.
The manager. Manager don't rate him, does he, though? Let's be honest, man.
It's just the off ball. I'm not gonna lie. He will struggle in the off ball work. Like
off ball. Yeah, it's not like
dynamic, I'll be honest.
He didn't even come on.
Always gotta remember.
He was on the bench. Even come on. Tyreek George came ahead of him, bro.
Yeah. Like on the ball, he'll give us options in the final third. Like he makes good decisions in the final third.
He can play the 10 as well. That left 10.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking
Let's-
about the
let's
wing.
be fair, that manager. Maresca, can we really judge him with Maresca though? Maresca don't really.
He doesn't have a
really-
role for him, Saeed. That's what
Bro,
I'm saying.
he's
No, but Maresca's stubborn anyway with his substitutions though, innit?
Yeah,
he just doesn't fit. He
doesn't fit the team.
He's surplus to requirements. He's surplus to requirements. It's literally what it is.
I think when he played in Leipzig,
Yeah.
they did play like 2 players behind the striker. So
Yeah, they
I
played a
think
4-2-2 too.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
So
from
he fit that one.
4-2-2.
That's why he would fit what we're doing here. He would just have to work off the ball a little bit. Like trust me, Said. If we sign him on a loan, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause I
not
think
bothered
he'd be
because
a
then
good
it's
try.
risk free. It's risk.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
would be
it's
risk free, and he'd give us a chance to show out. It reminds me of Sabitzer.
Bro,
But
we need to
Sabitzer did a
stop
lot
that.
of up the ball work.
Yeah,
know?
Sabitzer, bro. Sabitzer, yeah. Sabitzer would have been good in the system, you know. That's the maddest thing about it.
Bro, he was 15 million, and Ten Hag decided Mason Mount
Bro.
for 55 is better, bro. But
Bro,
you know what?
the
Let's
Sabitzer
just
one
go better.
bugs me, bro. The Sabitzer deal bugs because it was so cheap. It was just so cheap, and he would have been a good squad player for us.
15
bro.
mil. He was an
Bro.
Austrian Mason Mount. And he
Yeah,
decided
bro.
no to spend 40 extra mil. Oh my god, bro. Fuck that.
So, yeah, it's crazy. Ten Hag's an idiot.
It says Fabrizio's just tweeted saying exactly first offered final week of December, but not advances since then so far. So the deal was offered in the final week of December. The little United.
There's a reason why he recycled it for sure. Because why'd you talk about it 3 weeks later?
Yeah.
You know how Fabrizio is, bro. He usually recycles things when, all right, something happened right now.
Yeah.
So it's definitely
The maddest
something
thing is, you know the maddest thing is, you know the maddest thing is, guys, it's that Bayern Munich could have made this so much easier, but they're not looking to pay the 70 million that Chelsea want for Nkunku. How much did originally Chelsea get for Nkunku, by the way?
Oh, I think they paid like 45 for him. They didn't pay a lot.
What? Nah, they paid more than that, bro. They paid like 65 million or something.
Yeah, really?
Sure, let me double check.
No.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'm thinking
something like that, bro. I'm sure they paid a lot of money for Nkunku.
let me
How
double
much did
check.
Chelsea fans in the chat? How much did you not pay for Nkunku? Because his value would not have been increased. So why they demanding like 6-7 million then for him? I don't get it. Package. Guys, we're not even on 700 likes, guys. That's a target for the end of the video because you lot are just not giving me 1,000 likes. So man even put the target down for you guys. So guys, 100 more likes to get to 700. We're on 599. Guys, everyone hit the like button right now. Come on, people. We can do it. There's a member chat. Big up my guy Rainer, man. Nearly 2 years, member, man. That's crazy, man. So big up to you, bro. This is why I hate doing business with Chelsea. When they want one of our players, they always say we have to get one of their shit players. You know, it's true, man. One lie, it's true, That man always trying to do something with us, bro. I swear down, bro. Like, it's crazy, guys, man.
Yeah, he was he went to Chelsea for 60 million euros side.
60 million, so that's what, 53, 52, 53 million?
Yeah, around that. So like about
So
50.
so they want a little cheeky little profit, yeah? Is that what they want? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Chelsea do it to everyone and they do it to us. And then we're going to just say, yeah, yes, 55, 60 million, take Garnacho.
Because that's their model, Kuballer. They just want to flip
model,
players, whether they work or not. Some of these players, they
flip.
flip, never even played for them.
I
So
know.
they think they're going to do another one. But like this brother is one of the few that you can't make profit on him because we all seen him sit on the bench and be injured. You can't lie to
That's
us.
what I'm trying to say. How the man even like, bro? Are you not taking a piss, Chelsea? Seriously, you put man on the bench here. You don't value them, and then you try and flip the money. Who do you think you are, man? You Chelsea fans.
Bro,
Who do they think they are, man?
We gave them
Seriously.
Sancho for what? 20
Nah,
mil
real
into the
talk,
season?
man.
It has to be
Who-
a similar deal. Because
who
you
do
know
they
what?
think they are,
Sancho's
man?
actually fitter than this guy.
Pissing me off, Chelsea. That man don't play their players. Yeah, they flipping. They hibernate them for flipping. You know what I mean? A year or two, and then they come out and saying, "Yeah, this is our price, and we're gonna get it." Nah, bro. I swear down, bro. It's a joke, and we just fall for it every time, man. Them, and then when they want one of our players, yeah, like i.e. Sancho, 25 million.
Bro, they got
Oh,
Lewis. and
That's
Lyon
on us, though. That's
negotiating.
that's not on them. Do you know what I mean? That's on us. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah, but we
we're
gotta
allowing
learn
it.
from this fake. We gotta
25
learn.
million for Jadon Sancho, like United are like, here, have him. Easy, nice.
Have him.
Go buy him
But they
back.
can hibernate. They can hibernate. And Nkunku came. Let's be honest, by the way. This brother was signed, got loaned out, and then came back. And what has he done for Chelsea and Nkunku? But by the end of it, you're getting more of a profit. But, it's crazy, man. It's actually crazy. The audacity. Nah, real talk, man. I'm just frustrated, because I'm like, yo,
It's wild.
like, we're just giving like, bro, we need to stop this, bro. Go and do what you got to do, yeah, and get the hell out, man. If you're gonna sell Garnacho, sell him and get the hell out. Don't get caught in no crossfire. No, you know what I mean? Like, what does it call it? Like, bro, don't get caught in no madness, bro. Yeah? Don't get caught in that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's mad, bro. I swear down, fam. Man said we own you, bro. Listen. Crazy out here, man. I mean, so we gonna wait. I don't see that materializing over the weekend. I think that'll be a little like a next week thing. Chelsea needs to make a bidding. I don't know when they're making this bid, but they need to make a bidding quickly, bro. Like, we need to see some bid, man, come through tomorrow, Sunday, something, bro. Monday, because after that, bro, when we go on Monday, there's a week left in the market. 1 week, man. Them 1 week. Dorgu, we did left. Right, so say now, man. Them 2 positions, yeah. You've got left. What do you want? I should start with you. Left wing back and what else?
Left wing back. We definitely need a wing backs. I mean, they see most of the ball, don't they, in Under Amorim's system? So you need a wing back. Dorgu, I'd happily take Dorgu. After all my moaning about having a Premier League proven, I mean, if that's what we've got to do, that's what we've got to do.
Yeah.
It's a left. See, the thing is, where are we playing Ahmad? Are we playing him in the right wing back spot? Are we playing him in the right cam? Because he seems to do well in that right wing back spot. That means that leaves us open. Say again.
I'm saying because there's more space when he's in the
10, when he's got that space in that right wing back. Yeah. But you saw against Rangers, Garnacho and Bruno, they hogged that left side and it left all that right side open. And there's no one in that position right now. And Bruno's going to be playing in that left attacking midfield spot, so I can't see him moving there. As much as we keep saying left attacking midfield, I feel like we need right attacking midfield. You know what I mean? Because if we got there in that right attacking midfield, Anthony's going to be gone. We've got nothing over there on that side. You know what I mean? You can look to the left, and like I said, you can put Bruno in there. And then there's the striker issue. Like, these boys aren't scoring as much as Xerxes come into the team, and he's played well. And, he allows us to build up much better than Højlund does. He allows us to progress the ball and progress the team up the field into the final third. And again, you saw that against Rangers, who was actually creating chances. So I'm okay with Xerxes for the rest of the season, but I'd say left wing back and I'd even go right attacking midfield.
Yeah. No striker, man. Them you man calm with what's going up front, man. Someone put a stat up, like our 2 strikers have got like something like 0 goals in the last 10 games, something like that. 8 games, 1 in 0 and 10, 1 in 8. You know what I mean? But I think for me, the system around it is what's crucial, man. Because you're looking at Xerxes up front last night, graveyard shift, man. Them. You know what I'm saying? That graveyard shift. And also right now, Arsenal struggling to buy a striker. They can't get flipping my man over the line. What's his name? Who's that guy? Sesko. They can't get Sesko.
Oh, Benjamin Sesko.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they can't get Sesko, man. They can't get anyone at the minute. You know what I mean? And then Chelsea at the minute, I'd flirted with the idea. You know what I mean? I'm seeing Real Madrid apparently linked with my man today. What's his name? The guy from Aston Villa. Forgot his name.
Duran.
Right. Yeah, Duran. Yeah, seeing that as well. So, bro, the lack of talent in football now is scary, man. Them. I don't know what they're gonna do this summer, but bro, I told you already. Everyone's shopping in the same shop right now. It's not like, you know how before I could say, "Yo, man, them, I'm going Trafford Centre." Then someone else says, "I'm going Arndale Centre." Someone else goes, "I'm going to Cheshire Oaks." Like, everyone can go different ends and get their shopping done. Now everybody's just linking up. Same place. You're shopping in the same place now.
Yeah, Arndale.
No, I really say that's why we gotta trust our scouts. When they say Patrick Dorgu, you know what? Trust them. There's a lot of players that the scouts told us about and we said no to. Look at them now. They actually
Naipan. What are you saying about Naipan, man? He's going to Arsenal, Man City. Is that what?
He played well against us. He played well against us in pre-season, didn't he? When we played against him, Rosenborg. He did really well. Looked dead comfortable, but he looks Arsenal bound now.
Yeah, Arsenal, you know what I mean? We had the Davis
they're going to ruin him.
Yeah, but apparently he was traveling to Manchester though, so he's going to be flirting with the idea of both of them. But I don't see, what the situation is. But yeah, he looked good, man. As soon as, like I said, we played that game, yeah, I just said to him, "Who's this kid that's dominating the game, bro? He was cooking us." Yeah, I was like, "What the flip is this kid? He's cold, him." And then I researched him, and then bang, you get me. So yeah, man. I don't know. Obviously, you know what I mean? It could have been a decent little talent for us there, but it is what it is, isn't it? You get me? We move. Like, there's going to be more players that come through the door. You know what I mean? And there's no short of talent that comes through, you know? So, Brighton found McAllister, Caicedo, Baleba all in the last 5 years. Yeah. You know what? If we could get Brighton's recruitment, man, bloody hell, man, we'd be chilling right now, man.
By the way, on Brighton, bro, let me say this. Musa, oh my God. Musa's an absolute fraud, bro, for talking about Brighton the way he did on Mandem Talk. Saying, get ready to be... No. I'll tell you why his point just made
Musa had a point, man. Shout out to Musa, man.
No. Let me debunk his point. This guy was sitting here talking about Brighton, saying, if you want to recruit like Brighton, just be prepared to be finishing out of the top 6 every 2 years. Brother, they sell these players within a year and a half. We're not selling them. We're not a selling club. You think, bro, tell me 1 year where all these players that played in Brighton, McAllister, Caicedo, Cucurella, Bissouma, all these guys that they had, when they were all balling out, tell me a year where they all stayed and they didn't sell them. They're a selling club. Instead of judging them by where they ended in the league, judge them by the business that they've done. Tell me one team that's sold better than Brighton over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, nobody.
That is the real judgment, because all these players went for insane amounts. That's how good they've been with the recruitment. That is the fair way to judge it.
But it's a model that works for them, and obviously the players that they bring in, it kind of helps you go into Brighton. There's not as much pressure.
Of course.
As soon as obviously you come into United, whether you're Caicedo, obviously these are good players. If we brought them in, scouted them in, whatever, they'll be good. But again, the pressure of coming in straight away and having to kind of do something, because we're looking, like United, we're trying to climb. So everything a player does is scrutinized. Is he good enough?
But the difference between us and them, as an example, let's say they get like 4 unknown players every summer. That's just a hypothetical number. 4 or 5. We would be doing like 2 as an example, but because we are a bigger club, we'll also be getting, that's me assuming we're in a good state as a club. We're getting the proven players, one proven player in Serie A, one proven player in the Premier League, stuff like that. So it would balance out. It's not like you would only go for the young players. You'll still be going for them before their price gets inflated and we have to pay triple their price later. And at the same time, you're getting the players that are here for now. That's me assuming we find ourselves in a good situation again.
Yeah.
Where we're competing for stuff.
But then we have to have that model as a club as well. We have to have that model.
Because Fergie used to do that. I think people forget how many unknown players Fergie used to buy.
Listen.
True. But Ferguson, also people forget he shopped a lot in the Premier League. People act like he
he was in the Premier League.
He did a lot.
That's what I'm saying. There was a mix. That is the perfect balance, by the way, the way you described.
It was towards the end where he started cooking in the European leagues, you know what I mean, with Nani, Anderson.
Saeed, do you remember that summer?
In the 90s, Saeed, in the early 90s, Solskjaer, Ronnie Johnson, Jesper Blomqvist. Like, we were shopping all over the random unknowns, do you know what I mean? So we were doing all right with them.
We lost the...
Yeah,
Andre Kanchelskis.
Because we lost to Milan in the quarterfinal in 2007, and then we went and we shopped in the Portuguese league. We got Nani and Anderson, and that season we won the Champions League final. Like, it's been a thing. Like, I feel like people just it only gets highlighted when you lose. When you lose, they're like, "Oh, who are these shit players that you bought? Who are these unknown players?"
That summer we bought Nani Anderson. Who else did we buy?
But those
I can't
players,
remember. But I remember those are the 2 major ones because I remember we
those players that Fergie
and Hargreaves.
Hargreaves too. Those players that Fergie signed, especially like the younger ones, whenever he went into Europe, like they were very good players, bro. Like they came in and you could see the ability from the get-go. Anderson, Nani,
Anderson was the golden boy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you could see it like in the big games.
Anderson, that's crazy. Golden ball hype, man.
He was the golden boy. I'm not even joking.
I know he was.
Anderson was beast in his first year, though. In his first year in the Premier League, he was beast. And then
he was on loan as well.
You're right.
And he was a teenager. He's taking a penalty in Champions League final. Like, this guy was playing in big games as well. Like, we're playing Arsenal. William Fabregas. We're thinking, who is this guy? Like,
he was good, bro. That first year was good.
Yeah, it was
fell
really
off in
good.
like
But you know why he
2019.
fell off? And he said it himself. It was the McDonald's.
Food,
Yeah,
innit?
bro.
Burgers, yeah.
He came out and said it. That's not me even body shaming him.
It's
Like
true.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no.
one to body shame anyone. Anyways, he literally said I used to eat fast food at McDonald's.
Mm.
Nah, it
That's
was
what
too
made
much
him
too
jump.
early for him because he won the Premier League and Champions League in his first season.
He won,
just
yeah, he
sat
won
back
in
and
the
relaxed.
first
You know
season,
what I mean?
bro.
He was
Just
done.
didn't know how to eat. He said I didn't know how to eat. I just eat fast food every day. And it took
Nah,
a
he
toll on
was
his
cold,
body.
man. I can't lie. That energy he brought in the midfield, man. It was.
Yeah.
But
He
see,
was
Said,
something
that's the
different,
point
bro.
that I'm trying to make. If we right now, I swear to God, Said, if we go in the summer, we sign
Yeah.
2 Portuguese league players. We get a Bayern. I wouldn't say Hargreaves was a reject,
got
but
Rams.
someone who wanted to leave Bayern. And then we get a loan. I swear to God, people would say that's a bad summer.
Oh
But
yeah,
that's the
of
summer that won us
course.
the Champions
No.
League. Like
I
swear-
mean, this is going to be one of the best summers ever for United in terms of what we go and get in, man. because,
imagine we
boy,
loaned someone in from West Ham, like we did.
I
with
hope you're right. I
Our
hope you're
only
Nah, nah,
right.
proven
genuinely, man,
signing was
honestly,
Hargreaves.
because-
That was the only proven
because
signing.
yeah,
People
because we're not going to
quiet
get
now.
Ten Hag signings, isn't it? We're not going to get Ten Hag signings, man.
Bro, they
So-
would have said Fergie out for that summer if there was Twitter. I promise
We
you.
need
If
to
there was
get rid of a
Twitter,
lot
they
though
would
as
have
well,
said
man. We need
Fergie
to get
out.
rid of a lot as well. That's another big issue, man. If we get rid of this summer, right? Casemiro, Rashford.
No. Don't talk about Casemiro.
Anthony.
It's too late for you. You're not allowed to speak on that.
No, I can say that. But hold
No,
that,
you
man.
you gotta hold that.
Yeah.
I tried to avoid this for a while. Now you guys want to call it out.
Bro,
No,
it's
no.
happened, innit? It's not my fault the manager don't rate him, innit? Casemiro, Ericsson, Lindelof, Rashford, yeah.
Anthony.
Did you say Ericsson or no?
Yeah, he did. That's 4.
Anthony, that's 5.
course.
Ericsson, yeah.
Trying to think.
Evans is gonna leave for free.
Who?
Evans.
Yeah. Evans, yeah.
I think Heaton is gonna leave for free. I
Yeah,
think low key
Heaton.
we're gonna sell Bayender.
Bayern did. It's
'Cause
8.
he's been rumored for a while that he's gonna leave.
Was Bayern
I
Day
think-
start this weekend?
I think low-key we
He
should
should
sell
That's a very good
Malacia.
question.
He
I
should
think-
start. He should start.
Malacia. I think low-key we should sell Mason Mount if we can, guys.
I don't think we're
Madness.
selling. I don't. We're too far now. We're not
10.
selling 9 first-team players. That's not happening.
10. We need 10. But at 10, they're all reasonable though. I think we can do
But
that.
not
Yeah,
in
but
one
we're
window.
not selling Mount.
Not in
Said.
one
No
window.
one's taking on that contract.
Brother, if you
In
don't
one
sell
window,
10 in one
that's
window, we're fucked, man. Them.
It's not
Nah, not
happening.
really.
It's not happening. That's not
No,
true.
but you know the thing is though. Okay,
We're not
Casemiro
selling
is
10
okay. You
Wait,
tell me
wait,
what's not
Said,
reasonable.
Said. When have we ever sold 10 first-team players in one window?
They're not first team players.
They're first. Yes, they are. Like
are.
squad
Oh,
players.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
they are first-team players.
No, but okay. Give me for example, yeah. What out of them 10 players are not reasonable that we can't sell?
Mount is
It's
not getting
Mount.
sold. Said. I'm sorry. to
Okay,
tell you.
I'll take a route, Mount. What about the 9 others then?
Ericsson, I think he's gonna leave on a free anyways. So
Yeah. That's
Maybe some
Lindelof.
transfers.
So you're not telling me
Lindelof
Casemiro's not
on his
leaving?
last year.
Lindelof's on his last year, so he's gone.
He can fuck off too.
Yeah. So what do you mean? Evans is on his final year. He and Bayende. These can happen, bro. Why are we saying they can't happen?
In one window, I don't
In
You
know.
know
one
what I mean,
window, I
like-
don't know. Yeah, the free transfer. Sure, you got. That's what 3 players. 3 players. I don't think we're gonna sell Bayern because
But I think it's
we
fairly.
need keepers. Anthony will be tough to sell. Let's just be real. He'll be tough to sell.
We didn't even say
Um,
Sancho. Sancho's technically a sale, so there you
No.
go.
Yeah, Sancho's a sale. That's done. Anthony won. I can't lie. We need him. I'm gonna do Real Betis watch alongs to hype him up. You feel me? Hopefully he scores.
He
Well, I
said
know
how we're gonna do that.
every
Shut
time
up,
he
man.
scores.
Bro, you're gonna be so.
No, we
you're
have
gonna
to-
be.
we have
You're
to
gonna go there for.
celebrate.
You're gonna go there for Anthony. And be like, oh, Isco's still kind of cold.
Yo, no. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say, yo, listen, Real Betis pay up, bro. But that's why we should have said, yo, man, like there's no option to buy. How did they even? Why did they not even put in there an
They
option, man?
can't.
'Cause
They
Said,
said
they're
no
not.
option.
They're not paying. For it.
So
They're
Said,
not
it's a
paying
bit
for
like
that.
the Martial deal when we let him go to Sevilla on loan, then, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it
Pretty
is.
much.
It is.
Hopefully, he just shows out in La Liga where someone comes in for another loan. He's gonna be one of those. You know, these players that just absolutely, they were just absolute busts at their club. They get loaned out about 3-4 times until the contract runs out and then they leave. gonna be one
Wow,
of
that's a
those.
long time, you know.
Because I don't know how many more years. I think we have 3 more years of him. He's probably gonna get loaned out the next 3 years until he leaves.
That's
We could have signed
crazy.
Kudos, you know. Could have signed Kudos instead of Anthony.
For less.
Mad.
For less. For
Mad.
less.
Imagine someone went to
Crazy.
Ajax and said, "Move out the way, Kudos. Yeah, that's the guy we want." Yeah,
How
and
did
he
how
just
did Ten
went
Hag how did Ten Hag have both of them
Imagine-
in his side? How did he watch both of those?
And he
players in
played
training and say-
Anthony over him.
and he played
Yeah.
Anthony. How did he?
Enough
like,
was for us to say just sack him. I'm not gonna lie.
yo, that's actually crazy to think about, bro. Like
I don't
Anthony
think he is, man.
Kudus is 100 times the player, like literally 100 times the player.
it's
How
not
did
a
he have
comparative.
both?
Yeah.
Oh, it's sick.
Well, you know
else I
what,
think is
Temi?
gonna get
We shouldn't be
suicide?
surprised though. This guy benched the mad for the last 2 years. Do you know what I mean? We should be
Yeah,
aware.
no
do you know what I
facts.
mean?
You're right, bro. He sat down Ahmad for 2 years while Mr. Garnacho was playing week in, week out, and Rashford was playing week in, week out. Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. 10 out of rate, but again, like I said to you, 10 out didn't rate this kid that's coming out here. He didn't rate what's his game? Mama Alvaro Fernandez said he wasn't ready. It says Bear Man, he said he wasn't ready because he wanted his guys in.
He was playing forcing, bro.
Also, the head of Ahmad, like he fucked us over, bro. That's why for me, I told him, man, it's personal between me and him, man. It is personal, unfortunately. You know, it is, man, because he's left us in a bad position, bro. Where
Said,
at least
you know who else
Mourinho,
we're gonna sell
left over Pogba. He left over certain like good names in there. Do you know what I mean? For Oli to work with. Oli left over some good names for Ten Hag to work with.
Trash, man.
You know what I mean? What did this manager leave us behind?
Left us
Nothing.
trash.
He did. No, he did.
But
Leave
that's
us
why
a barren
recruitment
squad.
is so important, man. Like recruitment is so important that, like, even like a lot of you guys were saying earlier, even when like you get a new manager, the players are still good enough, and you know you can do something with the players. But his recruitment was really that bad that there's nothing much you could do with the players that he left at the club, and that's a problem. And also another thing is he recruited half the team was a certain style of play, and half the team was another certain style of play, and that's like a manager without a plan. That's what killed United.
Kubo, don't forget, after all that, by the way, he told us he can't play his style of play with these players. Imagine that, bro. Oh my god, I don't miss those days, bro. Those days on Saeed TV emergency streams. Oh my god, bro. We would
Which one?
those days
Emergency
of
streams.
when we lost under Ten Hag and we just do the emergency streams. I don't miss those days, bro. Because this
But I
guy,
don't
after
do-
all that shit
yeah.
we just said, he just said I can't play the style of play with them. And you know
Yeah,
what
that's
pisses
what
me
I
off
said,
more? Now, Kupala, you actually got me angry now. People will hear what you just said. They'll watch the games on the weekend and they'll say, we need to switch back to a back four. Like, what
Yeah,
kind of dumb
exactly.
shit is that? Like, I cannot
Facts, bro.
understand.
Tell him again, man.
Oh my
Mad.
god, bro. I swear, if I could virtually just reach through the screen and slap everyone that says that, I swear to God, I would, bro. Because some people
Hey,
just deserve
but
to
you
get
know what's
slapped.
crazy? You know what's crazy? A lot of people's ideas or ideology also came from certain pundits. I'm hearing Carragher and all these guys a couple of weeks ago starting to voice out that maybe he should go back to a system that works with the players. And I'm like,
Which
bro,
one?
like,
Because none of them worked. None of them worked.
Yeah, we finished what 8th with that system. Like, bro, come on.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like I said, I don't know. With us, yeah, we're just you know, we just have to get some players in, man, and that's the biggest kind of thing we pointing on for now. Like I said, Napoli, if they're trying to do now, let's just put in a bid, bro. Like, let's just get the speed up, man, because we're playing with fire here, man. You, man, in terms of Fulham, get anyone confident Fulham? Anyone? Yeah, should we just skip that
Hell
bit
no.
and just Hell
no.
Yeah, forget about the game minute.
So I'm happy we got our Europa League win. That's enough to get this manager to survive a couple more weeks. That's all it is.
Yeah, facts,
I'm
bro. I can't lie though, man.
Well, I'm
I
doing.
actually fear battering though. I can't lie. I don't know what it is.
Nah, we're not gonna get battered, but I think we will lose.
Brother, I'm telling you now, I put 3-1 to Fulham, but I've got a feeling if they score early, they could batter us, you know.
That's not a
Nah,
bad.
you know why they don't batter us there, Saeed? Because they got a small pitch. It's always dead tight there. Do you know what I mean? It's very compact play at Craven
Nothing that's
Cottage.
better
do
for
you know what I
them.
mean?
It's full of like a
Nah,
high-end neighborhood. That's what I always say.
Yeah, Fulham, yeah, quite rich area. We to be fair, we've got a good record there, but I'm just checking the results. They're always like 2-1, 1-0.
we beating them in the last minute like twice, innit? We beating them last
Twice,
What
minute.
did we do
yeah.
against them last year? I swear we beat them.
Garnacho.
1-0 Bruno.
Bruno in the
goal,
last
right?
minute.
Bruno, you see
Yeah.
them games where I used to tweet like, you know, didn't like the performance, but everyone be like, oh, but Saeed, stop being negative. We won.
You
And
know
then
what,
next thing you
Saeed?
know-
Those are the games. You know that 6
I
games
know.
in a row that 10.
I know.
I'll tell you what, Saeed. I wish we lost them. You know why? Because we lost them. No, hear me out. No, wallahi, I'll tell you what. I wish we lost them because I know at the end of the day,
That's
those wins.
crazy.
weren't gonna take us anywhere. So we ended
I know
up
it
in
wasn't,
eighth.
but that's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't
No, but hear me out.
sustainable.
We finished in 8th, so we didn't win
Yeah.
anything in terms of the league with those 6 wins. We still sacked the manager because there was no performances, and now people are
Yeah.
revisualizing last season, saying, "But we wasn't losing as much, so Emirates has to be worse." If we lost those 6, I'd love to know where we'd finish because at least that would have been leverage for Emirates.
Brother,
Emirates right
brother.
now is suffering because we had fake wins last season.
you know
where
how many
McTominay was
moments
putting
we
us
could have
past
sacked this
Warriors.
manager?
Oh my
You know,
god!
you know, like Amrin's kind of like thing, yeah. We're beautiful, he's here, yeah, and whatever, like. But bro, you know how like we could have sacked him after Crystal Palace, man. Them that
Yeah,
Palace
4-0.
4-0.
Yeah.
And the athletic report said it like they were thinking of sacking him. Brother, that was a moment, and then get an interim to win the FA Cup, yeah. You know, if you don't win it, cool, but you know, you got that belief, yeah. Then you go and get a manager that summer, bro. I don't think we're in this mess. We're not with these players
They
as well.
sacked that idiot Dan Ashworth because he's the reason why this didn't happen. Why do you think
Yeah.
he got sacked? We kept him because of him. The Wilcox.
Oh yeah,
You know what?
shit. I
Wilcox
forgot
is an
about that.
OG. Let me tell you about Wilcox. He's
Billy's
a real
raised a
G
good
side.
point. Billy's raised a good point, you know. Vivell was the one that signed Nkunku, you know, as well. So maybe that's
Oh
the
yeah,
reason
and we
why.
have Vivell now. But no, Saeed,
Yeah.
Wilcox, by the way, he's the saving grace in this board because he is the one that didn't rate Ten Hag. Ashworth did. He wanted to get rid of Ten Hag, and Ashworth kept him. And Ashworth said if he was going to get rid of him, he was going to try to get us what's his name, Southgate.
Southgate.
Wilcox told Ten Hag to give it up, and he was like, "Yo, when we go to the FA Cup final, we're not playing this shitty football. You're going to change your tactics." He's the
Yep,
reason
I
we
remember.
ended up with a trophy, anyways. I swear to God, Wilcox actually deserves more credit for than what we give him, because he saw all this bullshit from the beginning, but they listened to Dan Ashworth instead.
I don't think it was as much Dan Ashworth as it was the fans with that letter. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that was
stupid
a
letter as well. Obviously, that was the pressure, bro.
That letter was
Who wrote a
crazy.
letter? You said you wrote a letter or no?
Huh?
Who wrote letters? You go to the games. You need to know.
What do you
Who's
mean?
that? Who's that lady that sits next to you, Said?
Oh, Leslie.
Did she write a letter?
No, she don't. She wanted Ten Hag out, man.
Okay, I was about to say if she did, you need to stone.
No,
cold
she wanted
stun
Ten
her or
Hag
something.
out, man. She wanted him out. You know what I mean? She was done. She was done, like.
Bro, he has to give her the stone cold stunner like Linda McMahon with Steve
Yeah,
Austin.
man. Listen, me and Leslie, we see football, man. She don't like Onana. She hates Onana.
You know
what
what? She
I'm
was
saying?
cooking side. Remember
She
the
actually rates
first time he
Xerxes. She
played?
rates Xerxes over Hoyland.
Nah, she knows ball then.
She don't rate Hoyland at all. Like honestly, and I'm not even influencing that. I swear that I'm not influencing Leslie, but she don't rate Hoyland at all. You know what I mean?
She knows ball.
Um,
Said, remember the first time Onana played and you were on the stream and you told us a story and you were like, Leslie kept telling you, I don't like this guy. He makes me feel anxious or whatever, you know, every time he gets the ball. Remember that?
Yeah.
She was cooking, bro. We should have listened to Leslie, bro. But you know what? We need Leslie on the stream. She was cooking something we didn't see.
Nah, Leslie knows her ball, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, bro, she's been supporting for years and years, man. You know what I'm saying? So, 100%, bro. Like, there's a few things where we disagreed on, but all in all, you know what I mean? It took a while for her to be Ten Hag out, you know what I mean? Especially with the Ollie as well. Me and her used to go back and forth with Ollie, man. And she's like, oh, we can't sack our legend. He's one of us. And I've been telling her, but yo, he's holding us back. He's holding us back. That's the only one where me and Leslie would beef. But other than that, like, you get me? It was calm.
Yeah, but he had the legend tax. Ten Hag.
Yeah, that's a legend tax. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, sentiment got involved in everyone. Like,
yeah, of course, which is understandable. But Ten Hag thing, the way Ten Hag's had some of this fan base in a chokehold, I just never understood it. There was nothing likable about this guy, and they still just couldn't give it up, bro.
No.
Back the manager, man. Back the manager until the club is in flames. That's a lot of people's mentality.
Yeah,
a lot of people's mentality, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
Oh, it's crazy. But listen, man, we're gonna wrap it up here, man. What a show, man. We've been over 2 hours. What a show, man. It's been a crazy show. We've hit 734 likes, man. You get me?
What's 1,000 likes, bro? What's going on here?
I don't know, man. I think just shows you, man. Maybe you see how they don't want Dorgu 5 million. They're holding on to it. They're holding on to the likes. You know what I mean? Guys, it's free to like the video, you know? Like, it's genuinely free to do so. Shout out to everybody who's super chatted today as well. You lot, you know what I'm saying? Every support is good. Shout out to the members as well who have been here as well. You get me? Like, we're cooking, man. We're cooking, man. You know what I'm saying to you? So, yeah, man. Big up to Ash, man. Love for coming on, bro.
I always say it. I love being here. to the boys to chat. Follow me, Ash Meppers, YouTube, and yeah, let's go. One thing I got asked though, is Bayern Day starting on Sunday?
He should.
I don't think I care.
He should.
You
He should.
He should.
won't.
Yeah, he should.
He
though.
won't, but he should.
He should, but he won't. Yeah,
He won't, but he should. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Big up to you. Big up to you, Temmie. Love for coming on, man.
Appreciate everybody. Big up to the panel. Big up to the chat. Let's get Saeed to at least 900. You feel me? At least 900 likes. You know what I'm saying? But great conversation as always. Love doing this when I get some free time to do it. And yeah, man, let's see what happens this weekend.
Come on. Big up to you, man. Big up my guy, Coop Baller, man. Make sure you follow on TikTok, people, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. Love to everyone. Make sure you follow me TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Coop Baller as the handle. And yeah, man, always appreciate being on the panel talking about United. You know, we're trying to rebuild again, so it's very interesting talking. But yeah, hopefully we're getting a few signings. Shout out to everyone in the chat as well. Make sure you like the stream. Shout out to Saeed and everyone else. Man.
Yeah, man, 100%. Staffy, big up to you, man. You've been slacking on your channel, man. You need to stay active, man.
Bro, listen, I'm active in real life. That's all it is. Me and Temmie were talking today. We said, let's see who reaches their goals first. Me and Temmie with our fitness goals, or Manchester United would be a successful club again.
Facts.
And I tell you what, my money's on myself and Temmie because we'll probably reach our goals before United do. You know,
Yeah,
but no, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Love, obviously, my channel, the handle's right here. It's always on the screen.
Yeah.
Stuff_TV. I'm slacking, but I'm not really slacking. I still at least do my watch alongs. I do my reactions.
Yeah.
You know, I still go live on BR, so make sure you check me there.
Yeah.
Check me out.
BR, man. Come on, man. Make sure.
Yeah, I always post it on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter if you want to know where I'm usually at. You know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hard to reach sometimes, I'll be honest. But yeah, man, love. It's always nice to be here.
I'm bougie now. Yeah, he's like trying to say, come bougie.
Yeah, bro. I swear to God, bro. I was finishing up my set at the gym, and I was like, you know what? Let me tune into Saeed TV, and I'm just like listening to Ash saying he doesn't rate Dorgu, and I'm like, ugh, I'm getting angry. I'm pushing more weights now. I was like, yo, I can't wait.
I can say I don't rate Dorgu.
You didn't say that. You're lying.
I swear, I'm just messing with you.
I like Dorgu. It's just a risk.
Nah, hear it, man.
I just
hear
messing
it.
with you.
Nah, it's good. Like I said, man, we'll wait and see. Tomorrow, guys, there's no watch-alongs tomorrow, man. I'm in London for the Big Six watch-along. Man City versus Chelsea. So, yeah, man, you might see a video, maybe a little video here and there or something if anything breaks. But, yeah, not really any content tomorrow. And then, obviously, on Sunday, the watch-along, man.
Wait, who do you want to win tomorrow, Saeed? You care about Chelsea winning, or you just don't?
Yeah, you know what? Chelsea can win. Man City always, man. You know,
I gotta be on Matisse's side.
Yeah, I'll be on Matisse's side for one time, innit? You know, but then again, I might not be. So then they can go and get Garnacho. Makes it more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what? If they lose, side, can you do this? If they lose, can you say on the Big Six during the watch alongs that if Garnacho was there, they would have won?
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, please. Yeah. We need more people to believe in Garnacho. Bro.
Yeah.
Great player.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I don't know what Traps is doing, man. You know what
Traps
I mean?
hype, bro. Traps hype. This
Traps
guy.
hype, man. After the Anana, you need to listen, man. It's not safe for you out here, man. Traps, man. After the Anana howler, it's not safe for you out here, bro.
When I see him, bro, wallah, I'm gonna fillet him, bro. He called me a backup dancer. All right, bro. We'll see that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
We're on stream.
It's not gonna come out there. It's gonna come out, bro. One game stuff. You got to come down to money.
I'm bro. This guy,
Yeah.
bro. All right. Just wait.
There you go. There you go, man. You heard it, man. Don't mess around with the Jersey boys. But listen, people, man. We're gonna raid Sarcasm City TV, man. And yeah, man, just raid this chat, man. Shout out to Flawless every time, man. Always grinding. Shout out to his chat. And we'll see you on Sunday, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.